I am here. It is Andrew. This is our 20 Strong stream. We're going to talk about 20 Strong, a game that we have produced, and I'm going to play it some. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, if you have any questions about 20 Strong or, I don't know, anything CTG, feel free to pop them in the chat. I am going to get to playing. If we could get a poll for which deck that you would like to see played. I might run through them all. I might run through one or two. So, you know, pick out your favorites and we'll see what we can do. If this background's very distracting, we'll see what we can do about that. But I'm testing out new stuff. It is great to see you all here. Hoplo, that's not in the poll, but I mean, it is in the poll, but the poll's not created yet. Bones deck, okay. Looks like we're tied.
You want that poll now?
Yes, poll please. Also, I will take questions. Final shipping date, I don't know that one. Gilly would know that one more so than I. He will be here hopefully later. He has an appointment right now. But yeah, right now we are just chilling with some dice. I can answer vague questions about 20 Strong. The poll is being created. But yeah, if you want to say your stuff that you want to see, I love to see it. There's the poll. SS, Solar Sentinels, TMB, Too Many Bones. Hoplo is Hoplo. Vote now. If seeing the boxes helps you, this is what the boxes look like. And my secret favorite is probably Hoplo or Too Many Bones, I guess. But you know, that's my opinion. So. CTG Ohio, hello. Is the whole fam watching? I really like your sleeves. So I have these invisible sleeves. They let you see through my body. They're rigged up with cameras that see in all directions, and then they reflect what they're seeing onto the sleeve, so I become invisible. Check cost $10,000. I am probably going to unzip this though because I am dying. Hungry Hoplos. Show me Solar Sentinels. Can't win. So the trick to winning Solar Sentinels is that you don't use missions because they're very hard. You play it without those. Shannon, Salem, and Heather are all on the channel. That's great. Hello, everybody. Hi. The whole team's here, or at least a portion of it. Amin Zola. I am not familiar. So excited for this to arrive. It's very good. I like it a lot. Look for more decks in the future. We will give the... That's not true. The chat was very Hoplo to begin with. They might veer Hoplo. Wink, wink, go Hoplo. It's good. If you have a vote that is TMB and you want to change it, go for it. Also, Neon Gorilla, hello. Your content's good. People should check out Neon Gorilla. They like our games. Ah, it is MODOK. It is true. That is who is here. It's our friend MODOK from I don't know, comics. This guy with the big head. It's the mechanized organism or mutant organism designed only for killing. Amanda, help me out.
I don't.
You know this one probably.
No.
We'll give the poll a moment more, and then we will close it. I believe we are coming to a TMB consensus. I don't know how close we are, though. I don't know if anything is close to eclipsing it. Oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Not even remote. Yeah, we can close that poll.
Alright.
It ain't going one way or the other. We're doing Bones. Bones is a good deck. So Ryan Howard led the development on the Bones deck. He did a good job. It feels like you playing too many Bones in like a little place. So, who do we want to face as a Tyrant? Also, one of the things I learned, so I'm working on the rules videos for these games, for the 20 strong decks. And I knew there were different difficulties in the games built in. What I did not know is that to go up a difficulty, you have to beat it on the easier difficulty. And then to go up in difficulty, you have to meet a condition. You have to add more cards and banish dice. It's quite devious. So we can do a climbing the rankings ladder where we do multiple playthroughs, seeing how high we can get on that ranking ladder. Or we can try multiple decks. These do play pretty quickly, so I am game to play through a deck or two. But what I will say is that the first person who writes a Tyrant that is in this deck in the chat, that is a Tyrant I will face. Because I don't want to keep making polls if I'm not the one making them. Because I know it's a pain. I think it's funny, but I don't want to make someone else feel that pain.
I don't mind doing it, it's just...
Oh, I get it. Well, if you want to do Nom, another poll. Nom, Oxide, Barnacle, and Cinder. Drellin. Make sure to add Drellin. So, yeah, we have 4 Tyrants in this deck. So, unfortunately, Drellin's not in there, although I do love Drellin. Very good. It's the one I play with anybody I'm teaching Bones. But we've got one from each big box expansion. So, we've got Barnacle from Undertow. Going in order of days needed, we have Nom from base game. We have Cinder from Unbreakable. And we've got Oxide from Splice and Dice. We'll probably do a Splice and Dice stream at some point because I want to show people how to play that thing because it's neat and weird. Let's see. I've got a Barnacle. And let me tell you, Barnacle's good. I think we're creating a poll though.
Sure are.
Okay, a poll is happening. Hold your Barnacles until then, although it seems as though Barnacle will win. Barnacle, a good starter Tyrant in this game. I am kind of an expert at 20 strong, all of them. I'm the best. I've ranked up all the ranks. I'm on all the leaderboards.
Poll is up?
Poll's up. Check it out. Barnacle, 100%. Oh, Cinder. Oh. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Oh. It's a race. It's a race between a Cinder and a Barnacle. In the meantime, I am going to do some setup here. If you want to give me a top-down camera. Also, in the meantime, while people are distracted, this one has too many spots for a poll to exist, so I'm not going to force it. First person to say Gasket, Duster, Figment, Nugget, or Patches, that's who I'll play.
Nugget!
Technically the first person to say it. And Nugget, fun enough, is the only universal hero in the Too Many Bones deck, so we could play Nugget in any of the decks. So that's cool. We could shoot Nugget into space and or send her back in time.
Let's
to
do it.
mythical. I think back in time would oh boy, that sleeve is nuts in that top down. Let's see it. Oh, I just noticed that. So this is the pains and cool stuff about wearing a. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's gonna sit there forever because this is a delay. Those are the pains and cool things about wearing something that's the exact same color as the green screen. Alright. I can't turn it on and off at will. Let's see. I think Figment won, unless I'm considering that is a stream idea I have, is to run our universal or our universal heroes through each deck, because that is fun. Nugget, would they be good in other decks? Let's see. You may treat instant rewards as use whenever items or single use items. Interesting. During commit dice step, unapply a die on a defeated baddie, placing it with your other unapplied dice. That's cool. You get to get a dice back that you applied. That's pretty neat. I'm going to play on the easiest setting here to get you a feel. So how we do that, we're going to shuffle up our deck of Tyrant Encounters, Lockpicking Encounters, and Molnar Encounters. It took me a while there. And then on the easiest setting, we are going to remove 4 Tyrant Encounters, just at random. So I'm just going to remove the first 4, and then I'm going to shuffle it up. Some more. Pop, pop, pop. Continue shuffling. Did recently get someone reaching out to me on Discord asking if I could do a shuffling video for our plastic cards. Don't think there's enough material for a full video there, but you know, as somebody who grew up on Magic, where you know any given card could be worth more money than it should be, I'm very careful with my shuffling. I do this lightly pressing one into the other, just thing that I'm doing here. Easy to emulate, probably the wrong way. You can riffle shuffle these, they're PVC, do whatever you want. Alright. So I'm setting my Tyrant Encounters aside. Some other things. Give me a face cam. I want to show off, I forgot to go over this, because this is something I see in our Discord a lot, is talking about deck boxes. Deck boxes for your 20 strong. And what I want to tell you, the 20 strong comes with like this really neat, really high quality deck box. You just got it. You don't got to pre-buy one. It's really good. It's thick. It's padded on the inside on both sides, so you can use it as a dice tray. I was playing this in a coffee shop yesterday. No one could hear me at all. I was practicing for today. Look at that. Silent. Not actually, but very close. And what your deck box can hold. It can hold all your 20 strong dice. It can hold a deck of your choice. I want to take Victorum on the go. Just pop it in there with your dice. Pop it in there with your little counter thing. And then you just pop the... That's great. That's all you need for one deck worth. Granted, you can't put all 3 of them in there, but I don't know. You don't need them all. Not all at once. But that's the box. That's just... Thought I should mention it. I see it a lot. You're also going to have this counter in the final product here. This is really neat, and you can use it in your games of Too Many Bones if you want. If you want to have a day counter that's like more portable than having the full adventure mat, or if you don't like the adventure mat. I know Ryan is a hater of the adventure mat, but he's wrong. All right, so we are going to continue our setup here. We've created our encounter deck. I believe the Tyrant, I think we can close that poll.
Done.
Trove deck box that fits everything. No. I think they will probably, and I don't want to speak out of turn. If 20 strong is a riling success forever, I assume that some sort of storage thing to hold it all will be considered. That's a very lame way to say maybe. And I was really bad at actually tracking because let's see, what did we?
Cinder is your winner.
Cinder is our winner, and for Figment or Duster, can't consider that because you know it's a question. I need conviction. Figment submitted by Josh, and I don't know if I can consider Josh. But let's, what did I say, Figment? Being a jerk. I'll do Figment. So Figment, I have not used often, so let's take a peek. I'm going to pop it into this one, maybe. Is this better? Is this closer?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So Figment has the innate ability Time Adept. So when they scout during the cleanup step, they may scout up to 3 times. That's crazy. That's so many times. And then their backup plan is time jump, so they can use a die from their backup plan. Different from the actual game of Too Many Bones, you can use your backup plan as many times as you have dice, which is pretty neat. If you fill up your backup plan with one of each of the colors that has a miss, you can flip your card to its innate +1. It gives you stat buffs and your abilities are better, but we'll get there when we get there. Currently, backup plan is called Time Jump. At the start of an engagement, ignore a baddie's special or after effect for that engagement. That can be pretty neat if there is something with a very annoying ability. So we're going to shuffle up all of our ones. How many gear locks are there in the box? There are 5. There is Nugget, Figment, Duster, Gasket, and Patches. There is also, so this is a fun thing, right? Because you got your universal heroes, right? So Nugget is a universal hero. What that means is she can be played in Solar Sentinels, she can be played in Victorum, she can be played in any future 20 strong deck. There are also universal heroes in any deck that we are releasing in the future, I believe is a promise that we have made. So there will be universal heroes aplenty for you to take into your Too Many Bones deck. And what you may be asking is, but they're not going to have a backup plan. They're going to be so hindered. But we did provide a little universal backup plan that they can have, so that they can have an ability. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So just something to think about. Something to think about when you're thinking about universal heroes. Sam's just saying what I said. And there's 4 tyrants in the box as well. Right. Going to be. There we go. Seems fine. So we shuffle up all our 1-point enemies. We then shuffle up all our 5-point enemies. Already got this encounter deck all shuffled up, and we removed 4 of them because we are bad at the game and we think we're going to lose. And then we set our stats, starting off with a 2 health. If that ever goes below 1, we have lost the game. Much like in most games, you want to not have 0 health. Except in Elder Scrolls, when you're playing the Necromancer and you got 3 chips, your necrosis stack. Am I right, Sam? All right, so then you state your stats. So you got 2 health, 2 strategy, 2 recovery. Health is health. You know, you don't want to lose it. I said that. Strategy is how many strategy phases we get in our round, in our encounters. Recovery is how many dice we are going to recover back to our pool at the end of each recovery phase, or during each, I don't know. I'll go over it in the actual rule video. That's how many dice we get back at the end of the strategy phases. But there's an actual name for all these things that I know, but there's a lot of names, so, you know, it's intuitive, but. So then we have all of our dice. In the Too Many Bones deck, we start with all 17 of our units. The green dice here are going to look crazy because the green screen's on. So, you know, not actually what they're going to look like, although kind of cool, right? Unrelated question. Any chance we could ever get the deck of cards that comes with Riffle on its own? I know it has been considered. I don't know if it is going to happen. It's a big maybe. But, you know, it's a very cool deck of cards. But what I can say is, you know, buy yourself a bunch of copies of Riffle, and then you got a bunch of those decks. Could there be individual expansions in the future for the decks? Like when Riffle is available, maybe a Riffle card for 20 strong as well. That's possible. I honestly don't. I'm adjusting this cord because it's flickering a bit on my end. I would not think that individual like gear locks would come out. I think you would more so be looking at a full deck if we were to do something like that. Again, I don't know. I'm telling you there's a chance, yes. All right. There is no chance of getting your green dice to look like the magical ones that I have. So we've chosen Cinder as our big bad. So Cinder's the fireman from Unbreakable. He's a crone who wandered into lava, and that made him big and powerful, I guess. Not what I would think would happen if you put a fish in lava, but that's why I don't write our games. So Cinder, I have to make it to day 10, at least, before I can challenge them. You have 12 days total to try and take on any given tyrant in the Too Many Bones deck. You're starting on day 0, and then day 1 begins when you start the game. And for this one, for any tyrant encounters that are remaining in the deck, we're going to set the chip count the number of encounters, set the chip counter to 8 minus this number. Activate Cinder, a 5-point baddie and a 1-point baddie from the stack. What's that number? At the end of each applied dice step, -2 to any stat. At any time you may discrete. Oh. Okay. That's cool and annoying. So Cinder will, by nature, eat up my stats, but the more tyrant encounters I've removed, the more I will get to get my stats back during that fight. Stats are very good, and you don't want them to be reduced by 2 every turn. So, yeah. Is it eating up the background on cards? Is this a trouble?
In some, yes.
Okay. Kill the green screen. Do you know how to do this? If you right click on the video and go to filter, it should have a little 1 next to it.
Yep.
And you click on that, and then you just trash can that filter. And then I will be really green. I'll be on a green screen. Whoa, this can looks awesome. I think the green screen things rules. Oh man, we should just never put green in our games again so that everything can be on a green screen. Did you do it?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to be on a green screen. We're mostly going to... There we go. Hey, it's green. Look down now. All right. So this is a game of Too Many Bones. So in any given day in Too Many Bones, which we're starting on day 1. Day 1 has begun. Figment is there. Cool. We can either take equivalent points worth of enemies, which would be 1 point, because we have day 1, 1 point. We can take one 1-point enemy. Or you could take the top one of this deck. Since there's a tyrant encounter there, and I want to reduce, the number of tyrant encounters in this deck, I probably want to take this. Especially, this one specifically just adds 1 point to the baddie queue. And at the start of the battle, exhaust all dice in your backup plan. My backup plan's empty. This is great. Yeah, I agree, Josh Sports. Bring back ugly green removed. Okay, so I've added the Dragon Biddy. At the end of the first engagement of the battle, -1 strategy. That is no good. And then I got the Goblin Broadcaster. At the start of the battle, if there is a 5-point Goblin baddie, there is not, there's only an Orc, on the stacks, activate it. Otherwise, activate a 1-point baddie from the stacks. Oof. Okay. So, effects here. Oh, and then special. So the little stars are specials. They trigger, at whatever point that they say. So this special triggered at the start of battle. This one would trigger during the suffer damage step. These little upside down teardrops, that's what I would affectionately call them. They might be little shields. At the end of the first engagement. So this one's just active as long as this enemy is active. So this one at the end of the first engagement of the battle, -1 strategy. So I want to kill this before I have used up all my rolls. because I only have a 2 strategy, and I don't want to have a 1 strategy because 1 strategy is really bad. Strategy is how many rolls I'm going to get essentially in a turn and how many items I can store. So losing 1 of my only 2 is stinky, and I don't want that. So I can see that these enemies have a combined total of 1 health, 3 health, 3 health. They also will deal 1, 1, and 2 damage to me. So if I don't kill 2 of them, and this one, I will lose. This one says, at the end of the suffer damage step, if this baddie is defeated and any other baddie is left undefeated, this baddie becomes undefeated. Because he's the G800, much like the Terminator, he will be back. That's great. Good job. Love it. Okay, so we gotta roll some dice. I really want these all to die, and I only have 2 chances to do it. We have a combined 7 health. I'm gonna roll 5 dice. I'm probably done. That was pretty bad. Okay. Are we on the dice cam? Oh, baby. Okay. Let's see. At the start of an engagement, ignore a special. So that's not going to happen regardless. So I have to slot some hits because I only have 1 more roll, and there is a chance that these will miss. So I'm going to move these over here. This guy's... Oh boy. This guy's going to kill me if he lives. This guy's gots to go. That's gonna basically kill me. I am gonna slot this mess because I'm dumb, and I'm gonna slot a really high probability die. I think I'm gonna add a bunch of dice to this roll because I need to kill stuff. Oh boy, that's no good. That's enough, but okay. So 3 on the G800, 1 on the Goblin Broadcaster. Don't have to apply all of your hits. Red die, just a hot tip here. You heard it here first. Hit is the worst side on the red die because every side's a hit. It has 6 hits. You want that crit, so reroll as many times as you can. It's a good idea. So, how this works. I've applied enough damage to kill any of these enemies. Technically, this one would have been dead. Its during effect not triggering anymore because it died during that last strategy phase. This one has also died. It has this little lightning bolt reward. So that means it activates immediately upon death. So I get to immediately scout any enemy or encounter. Let's see. Don't want to scout that Molnar because it is bad for me. I do want to get rid of the skip recover dice step guy because I'm already going to be hurting quite a bit here. All right. So, Goblin dead. Discarded. Dragon Biddy dead. I have gained its item, which lets me discard it to recover up to 2 dice. G800 dead. When you gain a lightning bolt reward, getting the 2nd time. Save that for a stat buff. These dice are now all exhausted. That was a pretty bad showing for day 1. But I do get to recover. I get to recover 2 of my dice. And then I get my red and my purple. And then at the end of each day in which you did a fight, you get to either recover or gain 1 health or scout. And with Figment, I could scout 3 times. Let's see. Any questions here? That's what I think. Things. This is a pretty. The dice are very nice. The dice are very nice. It's true. This is 20 strong, too many bones. This is the short and quick. This is the quick Torum of too many bones, but it's different system and different in a lot of ways. I am going to gain health because I really need health. I'm at 2. And I can start using health as a resource to get some dice back if I need to do that. So I'm going to be on to day 2. So my options here again, I could take 2 1-point baddies, or I could take this exhausting conversation. So the exhausting conversation, I can either baddie Q +1, or I can exhaust all dice in my backup plan, minimum of 1, then recover up to 2 dice. That seems exceptionally good right now. So I will take the exhausting conversation. So I'm going to exhaust all dice from my backup plan, and then recover up to 2. I'm going to recover a purple and a blue. All right. And that was my day. Notice that I do not get a recovery step because I did not fight. I just had a tiring conversation. I did not have to recover after a fight. Let's see here. Now, it's day 3, so I can take on 3 1-point fellers, which I will probably do. Yeah. Let's take on 3 1-pointers. So 1, 2, 3. So we've got -1 each time you use your backup plan. That's annoying. At the end of the first applied dice step of each engagement, -1 health. So if I don't kill him in my first set of dice I'm rolling, I will lose health. Annoying. And then at the end, if there are any unapplied hits or hits on any baddie in excess of the amount needed to defeat it, -1 health. Really annoying. He blows up. Okay, so I'm going to roll at least 3 dice that I have a reasonably good chance of hitting with. And then probably a few more as well. Let's roll 6. No, 6 is a little extreme, I think. Okay. Okay, let's see. Interesting. All right, so our results are as follows here. We've got a crit, 3 hits. Okay, so I want to apply these here. Bam. Then 1 there. And slot this into my backup plan. And I will not apply this. So these die. They both activate immediately. So I get to slot 1 exhausted die into my backup plan. I'm going to pop this purple in there. Then, this little lightning bolt reward, I'm going to get +1 strategy. I'm going to also use this malfunctioning mech. When gaining a lightning bolt, I can gain it a second time. I'm going to gain that 2 times. So +2 to that. Bam, bam. All right. Discarded. Let's see here. Okay, so I've killed these. I've gained their rewards. I still have now 3 more strategy phases because I just got 2 more. So that's pretty cool. So I think I might just try to risk it with this one remaining die. So strategy phase 2. No. 1 extra die. Strategy phase 3. Sure, why not? So the Goblin Devastator has died as well. He lets me place 1 banished die back into my die pool, which I do not currently have. So he is kind of a waste. And then he would deal damage to me for 1 if there are any unapplied hits or excess hits, which there were none. I did an exacxy kill on everybody. So those are all finished. They did not give me any items. That was my day. I get my recovery. I'm going to recover 2 dice. Okay, so on to day 4. Day 4 is a rough one because day 4 I would have to take 4 1-point enemies, which seems miserable. I don't want to do it. So what I'm going to do is take this item. That's fine. So now I just, I don't have to fight 4 enemies. I've taken the gadget armor. So how I can lockpick this is during combat, if I roll hits, I can apply those hits here. Those hits are just sort of there until I, fill it up. Locked equipment here cannot leave your inventory until it is unlocked. It is stuck in your inventory unless your inventory is filled up with just locked things, and you would gain another locked thing, then you can discard one of them. Did they say when backer shipping would start? No, I've not said that. Yeah, we might have Gillian later if he is around at the moment to possibly go over that. I don't know. I don't have that date, but he may. I did do a fight, yes, so I get to rest. Oh, you're right. So that was day 4. Yeah, let's go back. So at the end of day 4, I had a rest or scout. And I do think I want to scout because I want to start getting rid of these turn encounters. So I would scout that instead of gaining it. Each roll dice up for each miss roll but hit to a miss. Oh yeah, this was the end of day 3 battle. Yes, yes, yes. So I scouted once. Gonna scout twice. Let's scout this turn encounter up here because I can still take it. So when you scout, you make a secondary pile. Now when you're choosing enemies or encounters, you can choose from the tops of the scouted piles. Just something to consider. So it's 3. Recover up to 8 dice. That's pretty cool. I think I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so then we're on to day 4. Then I am going to take on this. It takes 2 to make a thing called fight. Because normally I'd be fighting 4 points here. That was why I didn't want to do it before. But since I forgot to scout and I did it, this is available now. So I'm going to do this one. Then I'm going to take the Orc Rager here. And it's +2 because 4 + 2, 6. So I'm taking a 5 and a 1. End of the first engagement, -1 strategy. I hate that. This baddie gains +1 attack for each other face-up orc. There are none. If there are no other face-up orcs, this baddie instead gains 1 health. So this is a 4 health Orc Rager. And a 2 health Dragon Whelp. I cannot use Figment's abilities to skip their effects, so I will have to kill them if I want their effects not to happen. I am losing a lot of dice. So I've selected these 5. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good roll. All right, actually did it right away. I overcommitted. All right, so 2 there. I didn't roll any misses. Huh. All right. Well, I think I'm actually gonna not kill them both here. This kills this fella, and I get to immediately recover 1 die. I'm gonna get a Poiple. But then we re-roll these because I kind of want to get a miss in there. That's certainly a miss. Alright, so I'm going to slot a green. This goes to my unapplied. Alright, now we're resolving. So 3 hits here. Oh no, he had +1 health. That was my second die roll. Third die roll. Oh no. Let's add a yellow. 4th die roll. Ayo, perfect. Okay. Last hit. Backup plan full. Using backup plan. Exhausting all dice. Flipping the old card. +1 to the stats. Yes, sirree. Alright. Enemy die. He give me item, which is a backup plan extension, which lets me use 4 dice. So if my backup plan is full, then I can recover up to 8 dice, not including those exhausted from the backup plan. So that one rules if I can make it happen, which I should very much try to do. I get to recover 3. I'm going to recover red, green, blue. I want one of each color to try and fill up that backup plan. Because I'm in a world of pain over here. So I want to scout 3 times. So I have to choose to either exhaust 2 dice, which is bad and no good. I don't have enough dice to want to do that. Or I can banish 1 die. I'm going to banish this yellow die. I don't care about it. I can go over there. I have banished a die. That is what I've done. I have 2 more scouts left because of Figment. Let's see. Dice cannot be applied to other baddies. That seems really annoying. I don't like it. Dangerous darts. Only good. We love dangerous darts here, so I'm going to leave that. And then the Scorpion, I've never liked you, so you can go away. Alright, so that was 3 scouts. Then we're on to day 5. Day 5. Do you want to do dangerous darts? No, I don't care about it. But I might want to get it out of the way. At the end of the engagement, -1 health. If this baddie is defeated, but undefeated baddies remain. Okay. In the first roll dice step of each engagement, banish 1 die rolled. That's awful. I don't have a backup plan either. Oh no. Huh, okay, well, I'm discarding dangerous darts here by just doing baddie Q plus 1 point enemy. So today's a 5, so there's a 5, plus 1, there's a plus 1. Discarding dangerous darts, get out of here. The way dangerous darts should be engaged with is not engaging with it. Alright, so oof. Oof. Okay, let's see. So I want to prioritize the fish because it banishes my dice. And then I want end of the engagement -1 if this baddie is defeated but undefeated baddies remain. So if I kill the fish first. So I'm just gonna put first roll dice of each engagement. Banish 1 die rolled, so I can't commit just 1 dice. Woof. Alright, well. Let's roll 3. I'm going to banish 1 die that was rolled. I'm going to banish this other yellow. I'm going to apply 2 hits here because I hate it. That fish is dead, is cooked. I get +1 recovery stat. Then I'm going to take a hit because I just want to recover some dice. So I'm going to forgo the rest of my strategy phases or take them and not do anything with them. I don't know. Either way, we're not doing the other strategy phases. We're just going to take a hit of 2. This fellow's special ability is not going to activate because he's the only baddie remaining. I will get a recovery. Cleanup happens. Okay, so I recover 4. Let's see here. Gotta get some green. Yeah, let's do this. Recovering 4. We're gonna put 1 of each color in. So we want to try and get some misses to fill up that backup plan, as well as some hits. Let's just roll them all. That was a bad strategy. Okay, sure. All right. Slotting a green miss. It's a yellow crit. Second strategy phase. This looks insane. It's because I'm trying to get misses. The yellow keeps hitting. It's incredibly unlikely. That was 2. And 3 more strategy phases. I've applied 2 damage to my friend, the Kobold Lieutenant. Let's go for strategy 3. Okay. Let's see. Another crit. No, that will kill him. No. Okay, 1 hit. It guarantees that I'll die to the red die at least. Miss on blue. Okay. Miss on yellow. There we go. Cool. Love it. He has died. +1 to my stat. I'm up to 6. He was the last defeated, so he does not activate and hurt me. They have died. Damn. +1 health to myself, because that's what I need to do for my recovery. I can't be scouting that 1 health. I know that yellow die is putting in work. Okay, so then I get to recover 4, and I have to. So I'm going to recover all my purples at this point, because I'm trying to roll misses. Baddie points. Add 1 5-point baddie. Huh. Let's see. Add 1 5. So we're on to day 6. Huh. Could I fight 11 points worth of enemies? That is the question. The Scorpion will kill me if I use my backup plan, which is bad, so I don't want to pull that one in. This wolf kills me if it doesn't die after the first applied dice step, so I might just be cooked anyways. Oh, I think I have to take the Cartographer's Nightmare. This is no good. Oh, whoa. What does that even do for me, though? It gives me an extra stat. Huh. Makes my final battle harder. Pushes me to a different day. It's all bad. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take my regular points worth of stuff here. So I'm going to take this direwolf. And then I'm going to take this owlbear cub. Yes. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad option. I don't like it. Oh, woof. Okay. I think I gotta take the modified farm equipment, even though it will make my misses really, really bad. Alright. So, I have the modified farm equipment and the dire wolf. Modified farm equipment says that in each roll dice step for each miss I roll, I have to change a hit to a miss. That is no good. And then at the end, the dire wolf is if I don't kill it in the first roll, I get -2 health, which will end my life. So I must kill him in the first roll. Maybe, yeah, let's not have done that. I did this one instead. The one that doesn't kill me if I roll poorly. Alright, so then I'm going to use my Dragon Biddy, or my non-essential oils, to recover 2 dice. Fight had not commenced, so I don't consider that cheating. Just a I just didn't read it properly. Okay, so this one just says I can't use my backup plan or I'll die, basically. As long as it's alive. If I kill it, I can start doing that. And I can still slot things in my backup plan. So I'm going to roll all my dice. Oh, ew. Oh, man, the one that rolled on the floor is a crit. Okay, so I've rolled a miss. Modified farm equipment makes me change one of my hits to a miss as a result of that, which is great because then I can slot that purple into my backup plan. Bam. Combos for days. All right. That was a miss. So I'm going to kill this Scorpion. Damn. He did. Dead Scorpion. I do not gain his item until the end here. So just don't even think about it. But I am going to use my red Minotaur. So I'm going to use this. This goes down. I recover 8 dice. I'm going to wait till the end. No, that's fine. Recover 8 dice. These are now exhausted. These are still in my area. I have not applied them or used them. I'm not going to. So, modified farm equipment still hanging out. So I should roll things that are unlikely to miss against the equipment. Let's roll these 3. No misses. Kill him exactly. His instant activation effect lets me place 1 banished die back into my dice pool. Dice pool is just my rollable dice. So it goes right here. It's not exhausted. It's not my backup plan. It's perfect. Bam, over here. Over here. These have both died. I get to recover, and I now have the Pop Locks. A backup plan extension for 3. I can place up to 2 banished dice back into my dice pool. It's also quite good. I'm going to recover 4. Get some... Honestly, I'm I'm in a build where I like to fill up my backup plan, which is not a build I'm often in. I'm going to take enough dice to let that happen. Okay, that was day 6. I get to recover or scout. I think, again, I need to recover. I'm not finding anything that gives me health. Huh. Let's see. Fancy meeting you here. Still seems rough. I have many more dice, though, so I think I might be able to do it. So, today's queue would be 6 points worth of enemies. After 1 baddie for that step. Okay, so let's take the turn encounter. This might be a awful choice, but let's see. So baddie Q is 6 plus 1 5 point. So I'm gonna take this wolf. Baddie can have a maximum of 1 die of each color applied to it. This baddie, okay, that's fine. And then Owlbear Cub sets its attack to the highest attack on face-up baddies. There's a lot of 3s right now. I also don't want to skip my recovered dice step. Ooh. Okay, no recovered dice step. Huh. Let's see. Question for the Shannon and the Salem, who may be here. This little star that says skip my recovered dice step, is that going to be active if I kill him before the recovered dice step? My inclination, he has a little star, not an after, so I'm not sure. But it's not a during, so it doesn't seem like it would end when he died. But I do have to kill this wolf in the first roll. I'm just gonna roll all my dice like a irresponsible person here. This might be very irresponsible. Yeah, whatever. Am I on day 7? Aren't you on day 7? You took normal. Did I take normal? I took 5 and 1. Yeah, you're right. Huh, okay. Owlbear Cub's in there then. Oof. Oof. That's much worse. Because this baddie has plus 1 health for each other face-up beast. So I have 3 health. And it has attack equal to the highest. Why is that a 1 point enemy? That's so mean. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Okay, so we got a crit on our red die, which we've gone over is the best face. And we got a crit on this yellow die, which is good. I could just kill this Kobold Elite, which would be funny. But I don't want to take 2 damage because I will mostly die just from that. I'm going to place... I want that yellow to be a mess. Green, purple, blue. That's a mess. Blue. This might be dumb to slot these here. Alright, let's see. If I get a miss on that, I can recover a bunch of dice. But I do still need to kill him. Killed. You dead. Okay. Max of 1 die of each color applied to it. That stinks. Plus 1 health, 3 attack. Need him to be donezo. I have 5 more dice rolling steps here, so I think I'm fine. Start equals special. Specials happen even if the enemy is defeated. Different from after because they're different timing. Got it. And are enemies cleared when they are killed is my last question. Or not when they're killed, but during the cleanup step. I don't recall. Seems important. Let's see. Battle occurs after an enemy battle begins. Do not discard undefeated. Oh, yeah. So I would get recovery the turns after defeated. Granted, everything else has 3 attacks, so I don't survive turns after. I did not have any dice in my backup plan, unfortunately, at the beginning of this engagement. And this says ignore the, or this says at the start of an engagement, ignore that effect. So I do not believe I can activate my backup plan at any time but the start. What are the penalties for scouting Monarch? You scout during the cleanup step again. Alright. That yellow's just hitting, man. And it's critting. It's unfortunate. It's weirdly unfortunate. That was 2. That was strategy phase 2. Okay. Well, we gotta go with strategy phase 3. Trying to get a miss on that yellow. Okay, there we go. Alright. We got a crit for this elite here. Dice roll 3. I'm going to backup plan extension 4 to recover 8 dice, or in this case 6. These all move to my exhausted. I will slot that miss in here. This hit I will not apply because I'm going for that crit. Moving on to 4. To the 4th one here, the 4th old one here. Gonna be irresponsible again. Roll a bunch more dice. Absolutely cannot take a hit from that owlbear cub. Or that kobold elite. Okay, that is a dead kobold elite. Let's see. And also a dead owlbear cub. Do I want to do that? I want to do this. Pop that here. Let's roll 5. Sure, that seems perfect. Put that there. The last hit there. That's 6. Do I want to put that here? No. My last strategy phase. Might as well. It's just a 1 hit. That's worse. It's worse. Okay, bam. So these are all defeated. His effect activates immediately, actually, so I get to slot 2 exhausted dice into my backup plan. Bop and bop. Cleaning up is happening here. So this guy has died. He's discarded. Exhausted. This guy has died. Discarded. Single-use item. Defeated. Discarded. Single-use item. Okay. All these are exhausted. I skip my recover step, which blows. That also cleans up off that enemy. That can be discarded. So I move into the next round after suffering damage, which is 1 from this little Krelp. Little Krelp. I know these are some defective yellow dice. They only roll crits and hits. It's quite unfortunate for me trying to get my backup plan to work. So I have several items now. I have ignore all damage dealt to you during the suffer damage step of an engagement. It's a single use. That's my reinforced buckler. It's pretty good. And I have Spirits of Ebon. Ignore the effect of a single non-tyrant baddie for the remainder of this engagement. So I could do that to him to be able to have a recovery. But it might be a waste considering things. Let's see. Okay. So moving on to the next strategy, I probably have to use my backup plan extension just to have dice to roll, because I currently have 1. Theoretically, I could kill him with 1 die, but I would not have a recovery step. Huh. It's pretty dumb. Let's see. Let's just try it. That's 1 hit. Strategy phase 2. That's 1 hit. Strategy phase 3. That's a miss. Oh no, that's a crit. That's a crit. All right. Bingo bango. All right, so he has died. I have gained his item in an After Effects step. Ignore the after of one baddie for that step. That is very good. This cord does not... I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, so I have none dice going into day 8, which is pretty bad. So I can scout or gain health. Again, I don't see ways for me to gain health, which is bad. So then I gotta gain health. What are you doing, Figment? Okay, let's see. Day 8. What do I do? I could take that, but my day 9 is gonna be the worst. That guy's got 8 health and deals 3 damage. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. I think I have to take the Cartographer's Nightmare, which will let me start recovering stuff. Huh. Maybe. It's a thinker. Alright, I think the Cartographer's Nightmare would put a Tyrant Encounter back. I've cleared 3. How many do I think I need to clear, though? Give me +1 recovery. That would be my day 8. 9 and 10. Is it worth it? Select a discarded Tyrant Encounter at random. No. Too worried about it. I'm going to instead take the small spotting scope for my day 8. Pop that up there, probably off screen. I have so many items now. Oh, there's a lot of off screen items. Cold elite item. It's over here, sure. I can hold up to 6, so this is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my day 8. I'm on to day 9. Let's see. Let's take the recyclables. Let's take an item for my day 9. Day 10. I do have to discard something. Let's discard the pop locks. Those 2 locked chests. Day 10. The first engagement of this battle. Reds, purples, blues cannot be committed. That seems like the worst thing possible. So it's day 10. I can challenge the Tyrant with none dice pool. Cord stinks. Let me swap cords. Give me a face cam. I'm just noticing it flicker a lot. Or a crotch cam, I guess. That's how this would go. Okay. Let's cut that one. Let's cut that one. I'm just gonna swap these because this one seems fine. That means that your inputs will be changed there.
Splendid, thank you.
This one is just bad though. I don't think we use the dice cam that often. All right. See if that does a bit better. Okay. So, Tyrant Encounter or Tyrant Battle would be a 10 health fellow who hits me for 3, which would be pretty bad. -2 to any stat. The end of each applied dice step. No. Why did you choose Cinder? Cinder stinks. This blows. Add a 5 and a 1. But otherwise, I'd be fighting the Troll Brewmaster. Reduces damage suffered by 1. I have to deal 8 damage to him. Woof. I mean, will kill me. Why does he have so many health? Alright, I'm just going to do a day 10 encounter. So we're going to do a Troll Brewmaster. Oh, +1 to one of those stats. At the start of each engagement, roll an exhausted die from your dice pool. If you roll a miss, -1 health. If there are any misses in the active area, banish one of them. I hate that. Alright, well, I've got to do that. Can't do 2 big boys. Okay, so I have the Troll Brewmaster, who has the way that Ryan did Hardy in 20 Strong, because Hardy would be the worst thing in the world if done as it actually is worded. So how you get around that? That's just a lot of health. She's got so much health. 8 health. That's the worst. Oh, look at this guy, just enjoying a brew. Got some rosy cheeks. The handsome fella. I don't. I have a hard time believing these are both trolls, though. It's quite scary compared to the other. Just like I don't believe that Slimer is the ghost of a human man or woman, because he doesn't look like a person at all, and most of the other ones do. I'm going to use my backup plan extension to recover 8 dice here. Oh, this is what I should have been using, too, to activate my little chip. Here's this magnetic guy. That's what I was going to do. There we go. Pigment hanging out. Might make that chip very unreadable, though. So I'm using this backup plan extension. I get 8 dice back. I have no limitations on this, but I want to be able to use my backup plan again because it's the only thing that has been keeping me alive. So that's 5. Maybe I should just get yellows back. They only have crit faces. 6 dice, 7 dice, 8 dice. So 8 dice back. Then these exhaust. Okay. Alright, this is my 10 points worth of enemies. At the start of each engagement, I roll and exhaust a dice from my dice pool. If I roll a miss, -1 health. So I want to roll something that has a high probability of hitting. Let's roll a green. That's a 50-50. That's not a -1 health, but it is an exhausted die. Alright. If there are any misses in the active area at the end of combat, banish one. Well, we're just going to go full dummy mode. Just rolling all the dice. Put that yellow in there too. That's a lot of misses. I mean, let's just immediately fill the backup plan up again. Yellow, blue, white, blend to green. These are 3 hits. I'm just going to do this now. I'm going to recover 8 more dice. 3, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 8. What am I doing? Okay, I'm bad at counting. Cool. Do I want to apply any of those hits? Probably not. I want crits off of all of them. Roll all of them again. I'm foolish. Okay, well, let's fill up the backup plan again, almost. Oh, man. So the Red Minotaur. Very, very good backup plan extension. 10 out of 10, would recommend. I'm going to put 2 on this fellow. I hate him. I'm going to put... Do I want him dead super bad? Probably. Put 2 more hits on him, so he has died. At the end of an engagement, if I have misses, he's going to make me banish one of them. So I don't want misses. That was strategy phase 2. Entering strategy phase 3. It's a blue mess. We love to see a blue mess. Let's see, blue hits. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, it's kind of a wasted backup plan extension right now. Huh? Should I pop those there? So stupid what I'm doing. I'm gonna pop those hits on my chest to start a lockpick. And in 3 here. Strategy is 4. You know, I'm just gonna put these all here. I'm just gonna end my strategy phases. That's what I'm gonna do. Because what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna get blasted by this Brewmaster for 3, and I'm at 3, which is bad, but I'm gonna discard this reinforced buckler to ignore all damage dealt to me. So these get all cleaned up. This effect happens instantly. Should have happened already, I just wasn't paying attention. Got 5 recovery. So I will be recovering 5. Also, this cleanup happens. That lockpick was resolved, so I now have a small spotting scope. I wish the recyclables were open, because they let me recycle an item. Yeah, let me tell you about Red Minotaur. It's good. Everyone should have it. Recommend it. Dig through your deck looking for Red Minotaur. This is my ad, my PSA. Alright. Troll Brewmaster, bad. I'm recovering 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have in here now? 7. Okay. Yeah. So I will also use my backup plan before my strategy phases. Get all these back. Bam. There we go. Red Minotaur. That's the power of Red Minotaur. Let me tell you. I used to think Red Minotaur was not very good. But I lost a lot of games. I was too many bones, 20 strong. Then I realized the healing power of Red Minotaur. So green. We got yellow. We got purple. That's great. I got a crit. That's good. I'm going to apply that. Okay. 2 hits. I think we just want to add some more dice here and do some roll skis. Sure. So I want him to die because I don't have another thing that lets me ignore that 3 damage. Which will kill me. So that was a crit. Another crit. You're half dead. But that's not all the way dead. So strategy phase 2. Strategy phase 3, I'm just going to re-roll these guys. I got no fear. Just like my t-shirts say. Another crit. We love our crits. There is another crit. He is dead on paper, but I kind of want to roll blue miss because I want to do my cool little hack that I forgot here. So I think we're just going to re-roll because that was strategy phase 3. Strategy phase 4. Just can't roll a miss on that blue. Strategy phase 5. Oh man. I thought the dice tower would help with how lucky I am. I was too lucky. It's a real shame. Huh. Strategy phase 6 could go bad. I have a guaranteed hit on the red. I shouldn't continue to go for a miss on the blue. It's very bad. Okay. Yeah. I'll take it. Whatever. Alright. So, I have killed this man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the Troll Brew. Backup plan extension 2 in the suffer damage step. Reduce the suffered damage by 1. That's pretty cool. Recover 5. I'm going to recover 3 blues because I want to fill up my dang backup plan. So 3 blues. Probably 2 purples. No, probably red and purple. What am I doing? Alright. And that was day 10. I have a recovery or a scout. think I want a recovery though, because I think I'm gonna go final fight, maybe. Recover to day 11. Let's see here. Turn battle? Only one left in the deck because there's 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should do the turn battle. Okay, turn battle. Bam. Where should I push it? I could get my stats up with this fella. This guy's gonna eat my stats up very fast. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Tyrant battle. Count the number of tyrant encounters still in the encounter stacks. It is 1. There is 1 left still. Set the chip counter to 8 minus the number. So we're setting it to 8 minus 1. So we're sitting at 7. Pretty good. Days are no longer a thing that matters. Activate Cinder. That's him. That's the guy. Activate a 5-point baddie. That guy. Yeah, that little freak. And then activate a 1-point. In each. So let's see here. Alright, and then he's going to flip. Bam. At the end of each applied dice step, -2 to any stat. At any time, you can decrease the chip counter by 1 for +1 to any stat. So I want to kill him in 1 applied dice step if possible. Does not seem likely, but you know, we'll see. This baddie gains 2 attack for each other face-up orc, of which there are none. If there are no other face-up orcs, this gets 2 health instead. Cool. 6. Tipsy Troll. In each roll dice step, if at least 1 misses roll, either change an unapplied hit to a miss or return a die that is applied to an undefeated baddie to the dice pool. Okay. So my misses are super misses. Alright, and just in general across all of the 20 strong decks, unless stated otherwise, to beat a boss, you just got to beat the boss. You don't got to kill all his entourage. But sometimes you do if it says you do. I'm just going to roll all the dice because, you know, that's what I know how to do. Oh, and I am going to use this item to ignore that. The Tipsy Troll cannot make my misses into super misses because I don't like it. It's a pretty bad roll. I'm glad I negated the Tipsy Troll because that would have been terrible. My backup plan is full now. We know what that means. Red Minotaur. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. -2 to any stat. It's rough. I'm gonna have -2 to my strategy, which immediately makes me discard some items, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And discard this spotting scope because it will not be necessary any longer. I'm doing that because my inventory size is equal to my strategy stat, and I cannot discard locked items until they have been unlocked. I think I'm going to apply many of these. I think I might apply this yellow. And nothing else. That's it. That's all I'm applying. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Kind of. Somewhat. Alright. I'm going to go throw some crits on this boy. That was phase 2. Okay. 2 crits. That was an applied dice step, so I have to lower a stat. I'm going to lower my recovery. I'm going to use my backup plan to recover the rest of these fellas. I'm going to add them to this roll and reroll everything. 8. That's enough. It's enough to do it. We done did it. So what I'm going to do there is, he's at 5 health remaining, so we put 3, 4, 5. That's a dead cinder. And we can also kill this tipsy troll while we're at it. Why not? And slot 1 in the backup plan. Heck, we don't mind. Encounter ends immediately, but we could even suffer a hit from this fella. And we reduce the stat by 2, but it doesn't matter. Bam. On to the cleanup. Blam, dead. Get out of here. Tips troll lets me scout. Doesn't matter. We won. Figment's the best. Not really. His effects did not help me at all. I had to keep regaining health. Help me out, Figment. I guess every time that his backup plan was going to be really useful was a time when I had none dice in there because I was using them all on delicious, delicious Red Minotaur, which I assume is an ale. I don't know. Ryan can chime in if he's here. I don't know what Red Minotaur is. Other than a Red Minotaur. So, I'm going to do a poll. If folks want to see the ranking up from, what did I just do? I just proved myself to be prepared. If you want to see me take on Daring, we can go for that. Otherwise, we can pop over to Hopla or Solar Sentinels. So, I guess round 2 bones, rank 2 bones, or with a new gear lock, possibly. Who knows? Either way, I'm gonna reset my decks here. Someone's gonna tell me that I played that wrong, maybe, and then I'm resetting everything so nobody can see it. Nobody can see the errors I made. Fiver, counter, oneer. So, just appreciate how nice these colorized artworks look. They're such a good job. Look at this guy. This guy's awesome. He's got a little pipe. This little kobold lieutenant. Look at him. He rules. This guy's from Rage of Tyranny. Liz the Fish. He's from one of the fish ones. 40 Waves or Undertow. I don't know. Probably one of those. It would be weird to me if he wasn't. Dragon Whelp. A little cutie. A little cute little face. I'd give him marshmallows or something. The bog ribbits. Look at those little guys. Goblin bombers. The goblins being fleshed out is very unsettling. And they're very gross, all of them. Thank you. The game. I was playing on the easiest difficulty, so any wins I had are certainly going to make this look easier than it is. Also, notoriously, I could never beat this deck once in any of the playtesting of it. I was quite bad at it. I very much wanted to beat it. So look at this guy. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's got some smart. He's probably focused in the wrong place. That's fine.
Put him in the dice tower. We can see him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a little kobold tenderfoot. He's got such tender little feet. That little dragon Betty. Look at that Betty. Cold tenderfoot. Very cute. Yep, that's that cord. Let's nix that cord. Let's throw it out. Trash. Hate it. And the, of course, the Dork. What a dork. Okay. Do you think it's pronounced dork, Amanda, or do you think it's much like D-holes, which are like a fox thing? Little foxes, which I believe are pronounced D-holes. It might be doles or duole or something. Look it up.
Is that an animal?
Yeah. You would love a D-hole. Check them out. Search D-hole real quick. They're real cute. Cute little fox guys. They got them at the zoo. I love to go see them. They're friendly, maybe. I don't know. You don't really get to see them that often. They like to hide.
Well, yeah. They're related to foxes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which would also mean they're probably stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that guy. They look like just a plain fox. I'm kind of ramping up how cute they are because they just look like a regular fox.
They're kind of cute from here.
They got stubby little ears. I feel like foxes usually have pointier ears. They're an Asian wild dog, and they're endangered.
Huh.
It's very sad. Support your local D-hole. Don't extinct them.
I doubt that's how it's pronounced, but...
that's why I looked it up. I meant to look for pronunciation.
Do you want to end the poll?
I don't know. Is it got a
some
kind of a
answers.
clear victory? Is it even close?
Oh.
What?
We are currently 50% for Hoplo.
Okay.
31% just to up the rank.
Okay. Seems like Hoplo will win.
15% want to see Solar Sentinels. So, yeah, it's looking like Hoplo is our
Neat. Okay.
next thing.
Hoplo rules. Again, let's go over to Hoplo. Let's throw these up. So, do we want to bring Nugget into Hoplo? No. I'll show off Hoplo as intended. As the good Lord intended Hoplo to be viewed. Granted, we will likely be doing a stream showing off them universal heroes. I want to take one universal hero through each of the decks. So we've got our
like fun.
turn deck here. Yeah, a Nugget, the Nugget themselves in the room, the Nugget in the room can accompany us. All right. Okay. So we have got the Hoplomachus Victorum deck, which I will go over here. Hoplomachus Victorum. Salem was the lead person on developing this one, and they did such a good job with it. It feels very Hoplomachus Victorum, which is to say very different from Bones. So, what you just saw in Bones, Bones is kind of the worst one to start with, just because the fights play out in a way that no other 20 strong deck plays like. So typically in a fight of 20 strong, you have the activation where you activate your enemies. Then you have all of your engagement with them. You have your strategy phases, your cleanup, your rolling dice. But how Bones differs from all of them is that once all of those strategy phases are completed, enemies are defeated or not defeated, they hit you, they don't hit you. That is it. In Solar Sentinels and Victorum and all the other decks being developed, I believe, could be wrong on that, the fight ends. The enemies ran away, they didn't actually really want to fight you, or you lost your sporting or bloodshed events. That's it, that's the end. But in Bones, you just enter the new round. So in Bones, you can use your health as much more of a resource to gain your dice back, which is cool and neat. So the Hoplo deck, another cool thing about it, other than the fact that the wonderful Salem worked on it heavily. Shout out to Salem. Thank you for making demo kits of Elder Scrolls for me countless times for conventions. Every single Scion that has been made for the base game, plus the April Fool's expansion. I can no longer say every single one because the expansion campaign happened. But before that, this was all the fellas. So we're going to choose our Scion. We're going to choose from any of the ones in the game. So we've got Divisipede. I'm going to pronounce these all perfectly. We've got Calliope. We've got the Hydra. We've got Camazotz. It's a cool big bat. We got Itzam Kabayin. Alright, that could be wrong. Tautier. Or Tootie. Zahak. Zach. Plutz. Pluto. I'm on first name basis with all these scions. Koalamus or Cole. So I'm not going to have you make a poll for that because the names are long and there's too many of them. So I will place them out here, and you can do it top down, and people can say, let me see here. First person to comment with, let's see, we'll go yellow bear, blue bear, green, purple, red. Oh, this is almost works. Stat. Good luck. So, first person in chat to say figure, health, strategy, recovery, red, purple, green, blue, yellow. Purple. I mean, purple is Tautier. That's. Oh, there we go. Yep, you were Tootie. So Tautier is our fella. So how all of your scions work? So you are going to have them as your enemy. They are the final boss. This is them when you're fighting them. They got this whole setup instructions, but when you're not fighting them, they have a spectate effect. So every time you do spectating in Victorum, the 20 strong deck, you're going to be moving around a map. I'll explain it as we go. But basically, this is the unique to this scion effect that happens when you spectate. Spectate is something you will do when you are scared of dying, as we all often are. And then, let's see here. We've got all of our bloodshed events. This, I should have thoroughly shuffled this long ago. And we've got our tactics. Oh, this is bad. Racket Lancer is a Tautier is the recommended start in actual Victorian. I don't think that is the... I honestly, probably not a good place to start at all. My favorite scion that I've played against in the Victorum 20 strong deck is Koalamus. Koalamus has a very funny spectate effect where basically when you try to spectate, you have to roll a green dice, and I believe if you roll a miss, you just have to actually do the fight, and if you roll a hit, you get to actually spectate, which is funny. It's just like flipping a coin, because the green dice is 50-50. So, as the jokester that Koalamus is, that's very good, and I like it. Right, so we're shuffling. While that's happening, you can throw up a poll for this, though. So we're going to be playing on the easiest difficulty on the Victorum deck. So what you do there is you're going to shuffle up all of your possible heroes. You're going to deal yourself 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You're going to throw the other ones in the garbage. Then for this, you're going to take a look at them. Take a look at their effects. They got effects like any other hero does. But ones that you don't choose, and for polling's sake, we can just go yellow, green, blue, purple. So, if that helps. So cast your votes like this. Poll is being created. Bam. But how Victorum works is that any deck, or any hero that you choose, you're going to get, the stats, you're going to get the ability of that hero. Cool. That's great. What you might want to end up doing is not deciding based on what hero you want to fight, because any of the Primuses, any of the heroes that you don't face are going to turn into Primuses. They're so mad that you didn't pick them that you are going to have to fight them. So they're going to be your mini bosses that you're going to have to defeat before you can take on the Scion. Basically, in the game of Victorum, if you're not familiar, you are traveling the globe, the map, the whatever, to take on various Primuses to prove yourself as the person who should be challenging the Scion. So, in this way, we have captured that here. So, I will shuffle these up as that poll happens and begin the setup, because the setup for the Victorum deck is weird. Someone did a weird thing with this one. Shout out to how weird it is, but it is very weird. All right.
Oh, just kidding.
Just shift a bunch?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, move our voting blocks up so I can continue to set up. Let's see. All right. Oh, that is a shift. Interesting. Okay. Let's see you. You're dealing these into equal piles. I may look like I'm dealing them in an insane fashion, but it makes sense to me. Okay. These are equal piles. All right. So it's looking like we're going to be Nox. Is this, or look at that! What a stinker!
Oh my goodness! Someone keeps changing their vote.
Yeah. Someone's trying to keep it spicy. I mean, I almost guarantee if there's someone constantly changing their vote, that would be Salem. Be one who ruins all of my polls and my surveys that I try to do.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So I think we can close because I want to move to the setting up of the.
Okay. You're tied.
Tied.
For yellow and green.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Should.
Just flip what? Flip a.
I was gonna say.
Flip a figment or something.
We could roll a yellow and a green, right?
Yeah.
And whichever one rolls a hit, which granted, puts odds against yellow. But I've rolled so well with yellow. But I think what the actual thing is, if I roll a miss, we do a Nox. If I roll a hit or a crit, we're doing Kraken Lance. Green die is a 50-50. That's how we're going to do it. Into the dice tower it goes. Let me know when you're switched.
Ready?
I missed it. That's a hit. I believe that was Kraken Lance. All right. Cool. So these are my mini bosses. So Kraken Lance has been chosen. All right. So let me adjust here. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Trying to leave myself some room for my mini bosses to be hanging out. Nugget, you're doing a great job. Good job, Nugget.
Aw, thanks.
All right, let's see. We could do a little bit. We could do a little. I think that. Yeah, that should still be good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sure. This seems fine. It's fine-ish. I love it, but you know, it's the nature of how big this deck is. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the folks we did not choose. They're going to hang out in these camps that we have created. All right, so there is a guide for how to lay out those camps. I think I know it, but I don't want someone to yell at me because I'm scared. I'm scared of them. Oh, those are rules. So we're gonna pop in 1, 2. Yeah, that was right. So, boop. Well, fellas are hanging out at these camps, And I am this intrepid fellow here. Who am I playing as? Kraken Lance? Patches looks like a Kraken Lance of sorts. So we're going to pop in here. I'm going to take this off of this because I don't need to count with it anymore. And my Kraken Lance is going to be down here. Let's see. I don't know how in camera that's going to be though. Probably not very. Let's see. Can we? Don't get sick, anybody. Whoa. Okay. It gives me a little more clearance. Alright, so how Victorum works. You deal all of your sports, bloodshed, and opportunities. You shuffle them into one big mess, and you deal it into equal piles to make yourself a little Mount Vesuvius that you're going to be running around on. These are all your camps on the mountain, and you're going to be popping around between the camps. You choose your hero, depending on difficulty. You're on easy, you're going to be choosing from 4 randomly given to you. The ones you do not choose are going to station up in these camps. Turns are going to consist of, right when you start, you get to place yourself at any of these base camps. Plop. Whichever base camp you go to, when you travel to a camp, you're either going to take the top card from that camp and do the fight, or do the sport, or do the opportunity, or you can choose to spectate. You will have to suffer the negative effect for the spectate. So our Tautier is in fact going to be up here. I'll probably pop him down here just that he can be in frame. But he can be regularly read. His spectate effect. So he will make you exhaust 1 die from the dice pool, plus 1 additional die for each defeated Primus. That's really annoying. But spectating, basically, if you pop onto the camp and you think you can't do that fight, you can choose to spectate. You got to do the bad thing that the bad thing says. And then you get the ability to either recover 1 die or plus 1 health. Woof. So, Tautier basically undoes all of the good stuff about spectating, so why would I do it? Let's see here. The other big difference with Victorum. So I've got my stats. Krakenland's stats are very bad. Why did y'all choose him? Look at this. 1 recovery. Oof. 2 health. 4 strategy. He's a very good strategist. But he does have the ability mitigation, so he can mitigate his bad recovery a bit. At the end of each recovered dice step, you may recover 1 blue or green die for each incomplete opportunity in your inventory. So I want to stock up on opportunities. How opportunities work, just like basically locked Trove loot, is when you go to them, they will get added to your inventory, and then they give you conditions that you can choose to do. And if you fulfill them, you get a reward. That was on the card. Usually they'll turn into an item, which they'll flip over. All right. Oh, and the biggest change. Got a bad case of paying attention. I ain't got it today. So, normally you'd start with all 17 dice, right? That's great. I love 17 dice. In Victorum, you are going to start with not all 17 dice. You're going to lose these fellas. They're going to go off to the training grounds. They're prepping. They're training up. So, because Victorum is so much about travel and so much about recruiting, you're going to be traveling on this mountain and recruiting dice from this dice pool. You're going to be starting with a very limited 2 of each color and 1 red. It's pretty limited. If you do a sporting event, you can either gain 1 tactic or gain 1 dice, or you can get the actual reward that it says. And then, finally, you get to gain a tactic of your choice to start. So we got Bolster Health, which lets you, after you take damage, you get plus 2 your health. Adrenaline, which lets you reroll any number of unapplied dice, then return or recover up to 2 dice. That's pretty neat. Hamstring negates the effect of a single non-boss enemy until the end of the conflict. And then Stun is at the start of the suffer damage step. Reduce the hits of an enemy to 0 for that step. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to take Adrenaline. It is my favorite of the tactics in this one. Unlike how Hamstring was my favorite in the real Victorum. All right. So there's a few other differences. I'll go over as they come up, but let's see. I think I want to +1 to my lowest stat. I think I want to take on the Ignean here because, and I can start on the base camps basically. So I'm going to pop in to the Ignean here. It pops over here. I'm going to flip this just so that the numbers aren't confusing to anyone. They aren't relevant in this game. So the Ignean, after it dies, it is going to make me discard the top bloodshed enemy from any camp. That's not bad. That lets me get rid of something that would be annoying to me. Let's see here. Okay, so it has 3 health, will deal 1 damage to me. They're all formatted similar. So 3 health, 1 damage if undefeated. This little minus means that if I am dealt damage by, like in a bloodshed, I have to dismiss a die. That unit has died. I have to regain them back. So I really don't want to take damage from red. These little fires over here indicate that if I defeat this enemy, they're going to be discarded. And I have these shiny little fires that indicate increased Scion difficulty. They are Scion influence. They'll be collected in a deck over here, and I'll have to reckon with them later. But right now, it's just a 3 health guy that will hurt me if I don't defeat him. So I just want to defeat him. I got 4 stuff here. Let's see. Do I just want to roll 2 dice? A little risky. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a crit. All right. Well, and then I'm gonna instantly +1 to any stat and give myself +1 to my recovery and recover 2 dice. It's perfect. Perfect encounter. Discard the top bloodshed enemy from any camp. So things I might want to do here: get rid of something I don't like, or if there was something with a bunch of fires, like this guy has 2 fires, probably because he gives you a good reward and he's not particularly hard to beat. But if something else had more fires, I might want to discard it because I'm not defeating it, so it wouldn't add to Scion influence. I do want to get rid of this Harpoonsman, maybe. Strengthen up to 2 dice. And or return 1 die. Return is how you get banished dice back? Oh, baby. I don't know that one off the top of my noggin. Alright, let's see here. I think I want to... Yeah, it's going to add enemies. It's no good. I want to discard you, Harpoonsman. Harpoonsman discarded. Ignean has resolved. He'll go over here into a deck that collects these little fires. Little Scion influence. That was my encounter. So now I can pop to any adjacent camp. So these 2 are my options. If I go to them, I will be fighting them. So a couple new keywords here. We've got strengthen and recruit. So whenever I strengthen something, it means I can exchange a die from my inventory here. So I would exchange this blue die for the next die up in strength. So stronger dice have more hits. So this blue would change into a purple if I strengthened it. This green would turn into a blue, yellow to a green, yada yada. Recruiting a die means that you're gaining a die from the pool. Unless it says otherwise, recruiting, you're always going to get the weakest die from the from the barracks or the training grounds, I believe it's called. I kind of want to make my way up here so I can get an extra stat again. I don't want to use this guy up because if I get to pull him into a Primus fight, he will hurt the Primus that I'm challenging. So I kind of want to go here to the Secutor. But he's also going to pull in. Huh. All pretty bad. I would dismiss a die, recruit up to 2 dice instead. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to get the Secutor. He has +1 enemy. So he's going to +1 enemy from any adjacent camp. If there are only opportunities surrounding him or blank spots, he cannot plus enemy, so it's a way to strat this a bit. But I'm going to pull this Cestus in. Cestus has the effect dismiss all dice applied to this enemy. So that just means any dice that are applied to him, so if you have enough hits to kill him, are instead of being exhausted or returned to your pool, they are going to go to the training grounds. They have been dismissed, which is no good. But my strategy here is that I want to kill the Sekitor first, because at the end of each applied dice step, if I apply dice to anyone besides him, he hurts me. One of my stats, which is no good. I need those. But if I kill him first, I get this item that says when you dismiss a die, recruit up to 2 dice instead. And if I use it with the Cestus, then I'm just going to recruit instead of dismissing dice. Perfect. It's great. I'm a genius. So I'm going to put 3 dice in because I want to kill him in 1 roll if possible. I have done it. I have killed the man. If I want to have, which I do. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure. All right. Let's see here. Just in case things go wrong. Add 1 die. Add a blue. Wow. 2 hits. Bam. This guy's dead. This is round 2. This guy's died. So they're both dead. So, clean up. Get his effect, or get his item, which is the Gladius. When I would dismiss a die, recruit up to 2 dice instead. Cool. This guy dies. After effect, dismiss all dice applied to this enemy. That would be these 2 dice. But I'm going to immediately use my item to instead recruit, right? Recruit up to 2 dice instead. I have to recruit the 2 weakest. These 2 yellow fellas. And he is discarded. So that has resolved. Oh, I also have a recovery stone, so I'm going to recover these 2. Right. Then I can either take this item when using a single-use item, discard this item instead, or recruit a dice, or gain a tactic. Single-use item instead. Inactivation, move to any camp. I think I just want to recruit a die, because what has happened now, I have gotten myself into a situation where I have no more yellow dice in the training grounds. My training grounds are green, green, blue, blue, purple, purple. So what I want to do there is recruit some more, because now the weakest die that I can recruit is a green. So I want to recruit. Sporting event discarded. No sign influence, so it is just discarded off to the side. So on to my movement. I want to get over to some opportunities, because then I can juice my recovery a bit. So I've gained Ravenous. So I can add the following star to a Primus conflict and successfully complete it. Each time an enemy is defeated, +2 to all non-defeated enemies' health. If I do that, I get an item that lets me recover all dice. It's a single use. I think I just want it for the buff it's going to give me to my recovery rate. So is my movement. So one other thing you might be asking yourself, can you just go blah, 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 blah? You cannot. The only way you can remain in a camp twice in a row is if you challenge the top and then challenge the Primus. I'm going to pop over here to Not Quite Dead, because again, I want to juice this. So this was start a Primus conflict with 1 health and successfully complete it. Then I would get Vampiric Blow each time I defeat an enemy using only green and or yellow dice, +1 health. That actually might be something I want to try. It makes my bad dice little health suckers. But then I'm going to get up to this Provocateur. Or Provocator? Provocator. Enemy's health is 1 plus your highest stat. So his health is 5. Items cannot be used. That's great. I don't have any. Or tactics are considered items. Just just for general knowledge. But I want to +1 my lowest stat, because right now it's health or recovery. Alright, so I'm going to kill this guy. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to do it. So used to backup plan stuff. No backup plan here. That's an objectively bad roll. Well, I've got four strategies, so that means I should do it again. Oh. Huh. I want just one crit. Let's get the green and the blue on you. Strategy phase 3. Oh no. Okay. Let's add 2 green to this. Very unsure. Okay. We have killed the man. Wasted a lot of dice doing it. Okay, so he has died. I should not be. Okay, perfect. So he is going to give me +1 to my lowest stat and do the recovery. Because recovery is king to me. Although I should try to get some health soon. Alright, so I'm going to recover 3. I'm going to take my purple, red, purple. And then because of my hero's mitigation effect, at the end of each recovered dice step, I may recover 1 blue or green for each incomplete opportunity. I currently have 2. I'm going to recover 2 blues. This guy gets added to the Scion Influence deck. Okay. Minus 1 health or discard an item. No, do not like. Strengthen up to 2 dice. Recruit 1 dice of your choice. Recruit. Alright. I think I'm going to pop over to this reptilian. And I think it's going to pull in. I can pull in anything. Discard the top support enemy from any camp. Red and purple can't be committed. That's bad. At the start of the suffer damage step, roll the 2 strongest dice in the training grounds. If both dice miss, this enemy's hit is 0. Both dice hit +2 to this enemy. Woof. Okay. I think I'm going to pull in one of these shale lurkers. You'll notice that every single enemy from Victorum is also in the 20 strong Victorum deck. Every last one of them. I also got all this beautiful big art on the back, which is great. Yeah. It's awesome. Alright, so 4 health. No good. I can only take a hit from one of these, if any. Woof. Okay. Well, let's grab these 5 dice. Oh, that's no good. Huh. Strategy phase 1. It's not good. Bad roll. Strategy phase 2. Okay, there's a crit. Gotta put it on you. You deal a lot of damage. Put these blues here too, I suppose. Strategy phase 2? No. Strategy phase 3. Let's add a yellow. Those have been doing good for me. Not here they aren't. Ooh. Okay, well. Strategy phase. Last one. Woof. Okay. No good. Alright, well. I've killed the man who will kill me. So that's something. These, I suppose, I'll go here. This is not applied. I take 1 from this fella. That stinks. Yowza. He runs away. He is discarded. He was not defeated, so he's not added to the Scion Influence deck. Reptilian Boy is defeated, is added to the Scion Influence deck. But he has 2 item choices here. I can either take his item, or I can recruit a die, or gain a tactic. Something to note, if I did take his item here, it is one of these little infinity symbols, which just means it's an extra effect. So this one would be, at the start of suffer damage step, you may dismiss one die to ignore the attack from one non-boss enemy. That's kind of good if I'm rich in dice and not rich in health. Oh, also, this guy triggers his after effect, so he's discard the top support enemy from any camp. I'm gonna have him discard the Meteor Fighter. Yeah, so basically I could take his item here. It would remain in my inventory, taking up a slot. I would be at my max, or I can recruit a die or get a tactic. Health is kind of a thing I don't have, so I might want that because I'm kind of rich in dice. But I do also want to recruit. But basically, as long as I have this item, I will not have to add the Scion Influence to the Scion Influence deck. If I took the recruit or tactic, this would be immediately moved to the Scion Influence deck. It's going to add to that at the end. I think I'm going to take this item though for the time being because I am scared of death. Again, as we all are. I'm going to recover 3. And then I'm going to mitigate with my ability and get 2 more recovered from that. Any info on when this will be available beyond pre-order? I mean, I think we're hoping by end of month, but you know, I can't say for sure. Maybe Gilly will be here by the end to give a more definitive answer, but that's my current answer. So we're hoping for a thing, but I can't guarantee nothing. Let's see. Warseer. Let's see here. Change all committed misses of a single color to hits. I like that. I do like that. And I had a strategy that is turning sideways quickly. All right, so I'm going to pop over to the Sagittarius. They're such a Sagittarius. So I'm going to pop them away. So basically their only effect is that red and purples cannot be committed. That's fine. I don't need those. I'm a big strong guy. I only need these. I only need my yellows. Yeah. I'm not afraid anymore. That's a crit. These are 2 misses. Strategy phase 2. Oh, that's 2 misses. Huh. Strategy phase 3. That's another crit. Bam. This one dead dude. Alright, so it's a pretty good item. It would make me discard an item. So I think I'm just going to immediately recruit the weakest die, which is green. As we went over, I've eaten up all the weakest. And now we just have a bunch of green. Or now it's up to blue. Blue are the weakest now. Alright. I got that effect. I forgot to recover. Recover 3. So I get to recover these 2 because I have 2 incomplete opportunities. So I get 2 greens for mitigation. That's at the end of each recovered dice step. Set those aside. 1, 2, 3. Recover a total of 5 dice. Lambo. Dice pool's looking pretty good. Slowly recruiting an army. Let's see here. Kinda like the idea of just going after all these sports. Okay, I think what I can do here, because I can game this a little bit. So I can peek at this at any given time. Nox's health is reduced by the current Scion influence. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Should be down to 7 already. Okay. How many enemies do you pull in? 1. Why? Why do you have to be at that camp? Okay, so Not really a reason to save the Bustarius then, or Bustasaurus as I like to call him. So you go in there and roll some dice against him. That's how you play the game. And roll these ones. And roll 3. I'm gonna hope for some crits. We're gonna get 3 misses. That's pretty good. I'm gonna roll again. We're gonna get 3 more misses. Where's that luck? I'm gonna roll again. That's 3 hits. I should apply them. But I have to add. This is my last roll. I hate this. Don't like it. Let's get the guaranteed hit in there. Cool, it's a guaranteed hit. Bam. He did. So what do I want to do? I want to recruit a die, because now my weakest dice are blue. No sign influence. That's great. Just regular discard. Then I am going to recover 1, 2, 3 as a regular recovery. I'm going to recover these 2 blue with my mitigation effect. We're getting through it. We are getting through it. -1 health or discard an item. Just losing it here. Pluto's assigned discard up to 2 more. I can choose to fight my current fella I'm on. What do you do, mister? Items cannot be used. You have 5 health. Oof. Items cannot be used. Well, so I'm going to pop over here. Yes, to the Warseer. Take the Warseer on. At the start of engagement, -1 health or discard an item. I cannot -1 health because I will be dead. So I'm going to discard this adrenaline. So these are basically recovery stat at this point. Oh, yes. Okay, so I did that. Cool. So 2 health, 2 attack. Not particularly worried about it. I didn't even add another. I'll recover 2. I add another. Yeah. That's a terrible roll, but it's enough. Does it? Damn. That was a hit. Okay. Bam. She did. So I get to recover. My recovery of 1, 2, 3. I get to mitigate for 2. I'm fully recovered. That's great. She lets me. I'm going to recruit a die. I'm going to recruit this blue. Ha. Get out of here, Warseer. Okay. Then I'm going to pop into this Decimus fight. Yes, sir. Decimus. He's going to pull in this Obscene Oracle, because that's going to hurt him. He's also going to pull in one other enemy of my choice. And with this Magma Rager, I don't want to track a bunch of different rules. Cool. So, got the Magma Rager, the Obscene Oracle. This layout isn't ideal, I understand. So let's see here. I'm going to also hide this down here to show off my ability there, but not the enemy. Okay, so I have Not Quite Dead now, which is great. I'm going to try and do it. Start a Primus conflict with 1 health and successfully complete it. So I have 1 health, so I can do this. Let's see here. So he's at 4 health because he's got -1. No effects, no other effects. Items cannot be used. I only have 1 item to use, so I've got to do 4, 3, 4. So one thing to note about Primuses as well, they all have a bane. When you defeat them, a bad thing happens. The thing might not be fully bad. This one says either banish a tactic from your inventory or the supply, or -1 to any stat. Make this choice 4 times. So what I'm going to do, which is probably stupid, I'm just going to banish all 4 tactics. Don't need them. I want my stats. And then I'm going to get to recover all my dice. So these are meant to feel like the end of an act in Victorum, where you get to recover all your stuff. So I'm just going to go ham. I'm just rolling it all. I'm going to clog up that dice tower. And we have, sit here rolling. Got some, our camera controller left. So, hello, how's it going? I'm gonna set the camera to the dice cam. If you have any questions about any of the old, oh, my wedding ring's still in here. If you have any questions about any of the decks or 20 strong, feel free to shoot them in here now. I'm going to set this to dice cam. So sorry. No, you're fine. Okay. This is an unwise decision. There we go. I think so. Yes. Okay. No one was meant to see that.
Too late.
All these pockets are supposed to be fully functional. Wow, that's a bad roll. So, for my entire dice pool, I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's not enough to do it. I think we're just going to reroll it all. Are there any hits on things that are unlikely? Greens? Sure. Let's apply those to you. Blues? Why not, I suppose. Just hits on all of them. But I do want to kill all of the enemies. That's a crit. That's crit. Crit. Here. Hit here. Dead. 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 Okay. So they all dead. I am going to recruit a die for this guy. Okay. Loop. I am going to discard up to 2 cards from the top of the Scion deck. So that's how you can reduce your Scion influence. Bam, bam. And then it itself does not add. That's great. Oh, this is much more than a 3-pocket shirt. This shirt has many pockets. Also, hello, Meg. How's it going? If we want to count the pockets, there's, let's see, there's 1 pocket, there's 2 pockets, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I believe the back is a mirror of the front. So I think that puts us at 14 pockets. It helps to store things. I like to wear it on flights, honestly, because then I can store various things in all of my pockets. Exactly. It's almost a pocket for every die. 3 pockets short. I'll have to install a few. So Decimus has been defeated. I'm going to banish all of my tactics, unwise as that may be. My tactics are out of the game. Decimus is dead or defeated. I don't know. Headcanon, whatever you want. I'm going to recover all of my dice, though, which is slick. We love it. We love to see it. I'm unbeatable, unkillable at this point. Game too easy, says guy playing it on easiest difficulty. Also, I have accomplished Not Quite Dead, so I get to flip this, and now I got Vampiric Blow. Each time I defeat an enemy using only green or yellow, I get to gain health. So I'm going to try and gain some health back because I don't have any right now. It's bad news. I'm going to go over here to get another opportunity. Bam. And then I'm going to go up here to fight the Zhangji, I believe. That's how you would say this fellow's name. If this enemy is the first enemy activated this engagement, it grants no reward. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's bad. Then I'm going to go over to the Retiarius, and I'm going to activate the Zhangji as the plus enemy, so that I can ignore this effect where it says I don't get its cool reward. Alright, so +1 to health or gain 1 tactic. I don't have any tactics left, so it's good that I have an ore there. I'm just going to try and kill him with just yellows and greens. I want to get a bunch of health back. Also, I'm good at recovering yellows and greens because of my abilities. Wow, that's some crits. So a crit there, a crit there. You get a crit, and you get a crit. And you get a bunch of misses, but that's fine. So instantly I get +1 to any stat. That's going to be recovery, baby. I instantly get 1 health. Yes. And then I defeated an enemy using only green and yellow 2 times. So it's extra 2 health. Bam. Bam. I'm a healthy, healthy boy. Straight 4s across the board. Kraken Lance killing it. These both give me many Scion influence though. So this one gives me 2 and that one gives me 1. So I want to deal with that. Get to recover 4 dice. I'm going to get all my yellows. No, I'm not. I'm going to get 2 yellows and 2 green. Yes. Because then I also get to mitigate recovering 2 dice. 2 green or blue. I have 2 incomplete opportunities. I should stack these better. Indicate incomplete and complete. Perfect. Alright. Increase your stat dice by a total of 2. Interesting, but I have to completely deplete a Primus camp, and I have to have better stats. This one to any stat. Treat that enemy as defeated. Wow. Huh. Alright, let's see. Dice can only be applied to this enemy if there are any other undefeated enemies. Sure, +1 health. Kind of want things to start eating cards out of the Scion deck. And there is nothing. That's a bummer. Okay, well, I am going to... Stats are looking good, though. They're looking good. I'm going to go over here to the Volcanic Brute. It's got one of the best rewards I've ever seen. +1 to any stat. And discard the top sport or bloodshed enemy from any camp and treat them as defeated? Yes, please. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm going to roll just a bunch of greens on this fellow. We can roll 4 hits. We can roll 0 hits. I'm going to go strategy phase 2. That's 2 hits. Sure. Strategy phase 3. That's a crit. Alright. That's a mess. That's a dead boy. Okay, so +1 to any stat. Recovery. Discard top sport or bloodshed enemy from any camp and treat that enemy as defeated. Or actually, no, I'm going to get strategy. Yes. And then I'm going to discard top card there, which is Mert. And I get strategy, or recovery. And I think that hurts me. If this enemy is defeated and has 4 or fewer dice applied to it, -2 health, I don't know if that is a thing I can do. I don't think that triggers, because after is trigger, after an encounter. Not sure. Alright. I'm going to consider that it did not trigger. I do get all that influence, though. All that bad influence. And then +1 any stat, which I did. Discarded that, which I did. Cool. I defeated an enemy with just green dice, so I get some health. Oh, nice. Welcome to the Bones family. It's a good one. We love Bones here. We made it. So, big fans. And we're going to recover and then get my mitigated dice. So my dice pool is recovered completely. Love to see it. I think we're just going to try and get to the boss now. I'm looking pretty juiced. 5s across the board on the stats. Starting engagement -1 health or discard an item. I'm just missing 1 dice for my die pool. Alright, so we're going to pop down here. We're going to bring in Stygiana. Stygiana wants to bring in 1 enemy. Only has 1 option, because this is an opportunity. Can't pull from her own camp. Let's see. So, Shale Lurker. Discard the top support enemy from any camp after he is done. +1 enemy, that is that guy. During -1 health each time you apply a crit to Stygiana. I don't like that. Special, when Stygiana is defeated, set aside all dice applied to her. If the Bane is ignored, exhaust these dice. Bane, dismiss all dice that were applied to Stygiana at the time of her defeat. No. What do you do? Do you do that too? Equal to your highest state, you must prioritize those with fire on the top. Add the top card. Okay, that's fine. Huh. Well, that I went for her first. Because this would be unfortunate if I did not. Let's try to get her with crits. Even though that's what she explicitly doesn't want me to do. Greens and yellows. The second I unlocked the vampire below, that's all I do now. Let's just try to bite people. Alright, I'm putting a crit on her. I take it a damage. Put a regular hit on her. Regular hit on her. Maybe not. Regular hit. Let's reroll these. Strategy phase 2 of 5. Let's put a crit there. Put a hit there. Bam. Misses. So, defeated 2 enemies with my vampire blows. Gained me 2 health. Then I dismiss all dice that were applied to Stygiana at the time of her defeat. This is why I wanted to apply a crit, because now I'm just, you know, getting rid of a yellow and 2 greens. Whatever. I don't care. I don't even care. I'm not afraid anymore. And then I am going to not get that item. That kind of stinks. I'm going to recruit a die. You know, I could have triggered those in the other order. Probably would have been smarter. Then recover all dice. Could have just rolled all dice. Forgot. The bones are our money. So are the dollars. They pull your hair up, but not out. What are the other lyrics to that song? I've never seen so much money as this. Let's go over to the crossbowman, sure. Classic enemy, 2 health, 3 attack. We're just gonna kill him with, I don't know, 5 dice. I got 5 recovery. He's easy peasy now. Yeah, smoked. Get out of here, loser. Dead. No sign of influence. He lets me strengthen 1 die, though. I'm gonna turn this green into a purple. And then I gain refresh 5, but I only had 4. Let's get them all back. It's a good show. I think you should leave. Link shouldn't be watching it, but Let's see. Deplete a Primus camp of all other cards before activating its Primus. Not gonna happen. Discards 2 cards from the deck. Don't care about that. Let's go to. It's one of my lowest stats. Huh. Hello? Let's see. Rewards cannot be gained. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to move up to exterminate. Get that. Another unfinished opportunity, I see. What are my other Banes here? She is going to add a bunch of Scion influence. Don't love it. Don't love it at all. Items cannot be used. +1 health, don't care. +1 health, don't care. Recover up to 5 dice. I just want to do sports. At the start of the suffer damage step, roll 2 strongest dice in the training grounds. I'm gonna pop up here. Rouhani of Tamelicum. She only has something that will trigger if she's alive during the suffer damage step, which she won't be. I'm a murderess. Kraken Lance. And I've got 5 dice to roll that I get to recover freely, so we're gonna do that. Okay. You dead. Recover 5. Bam. Recover all blue. Or gain a die. Recruit a dice. Scion influence. Exhaust all hits rolled in the first roll dice step of the engagement. Okay. Murmelo. Exhaust all hits rolled in the first roll dice step of the engagement. That's no good. We want to roll misses. Let's roll some misses. That's right, that gets exhausted, but these are all misses. That's 1 hit, that's all we need. Damn, we did it, we done it. And I gain the Scutum reward, where I can recover up to 5 dice. I will let that become discarded, because I don't need it. Gain my dice back. I'm in no man's land now. Oh, this is no good. I can't do the thing I wanted to do. I would soft lock myself. Designed a conundrum here. So pop over here, gain multiply. Draw the top 2 cards of the Scion deck. Where are they? It's actually kind of good. I think I'm going to take this on and try to complete it. Get rid of that. Multiply. So I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to put a Mensis in. Take me in, coach. He has plus enemy, plus enemy. Plus enemy, plus enemy. I'm going to add plus enemy, and then survive. There's no more enemies to pull from, though, so I just get to do it. So I'm going to fight this. 3 rewards cannot be gained. Don't like that during effect. Okay, so oh, this is lame anyways. Oof. Insidious. Alright. Well, I'm gonna put some dice in. I'm gonna kill the guys. We're gonna go move on. Let's do it. Throw some dice in. Got a recovery of 5. Just throw a bunch in. What's that? That's a crit. Oh, baby. Okay, so that is... Health is 1 plus your highest stat. It's a 7 health enemy, so I want to probably put some crits on him. Seems like a good choice. It's one of my lowest stat. Oh. I kind of want to kill you, though, because I want rewards. So he's dead. So he is no longer preventing me from gaining rewards. Then I'm going to put hit there. And reroll. Strat phase 2. Pretty bad. Not good. Strat phase 3. Huh. Don't love this. Okay, let's add some more dice. Strat phase 4. There we go. Would not have had to add dice if I rolled this way the first times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Wham. All dead. Clean up. Okay, so I get +1 to my lowest stat. Let's go up to a 6 recovery. Add to the sign influence deck. I have completed multiply. So I will use it. Discard up to 2 cards from the top of the sign influence deck. Bam. Bam. Survive the conflict. I think this could technically trigger before. Yeah, I'm going to do it before. So I'm going to play that. Blam. Crossbow man. Strengthen 1 die. Let's turn this yellow into a green. Sure. It turns to the place that I strengthened it from. Dead. No influence. Immensus. Immensus. When a card will be placed on the sign influence deck, ignore its fire and discard it instead. Does that matter? Not especially. So instead I will recruit a die. The lowest, of course. That is discarded because it does not grant sign influence. That encounter is completed. Then I have my recovery. I get to recover 6 dice. These 3. I'll also get to get 2 more back from that. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lambo. 2 for my mitigation. Leaving all my greens and yellows trapped. Gigantic. Okay, I'm gonna pop over here, taking gigantic, and pop over here, playing a dangerous game. Velis. Dice cannot be applied to this enemy if there are any other undefeated enemies. I have to. Oh no. Oh, yep. So I'm gonna undo. Undo. Yep. That's how that would go, because how this would work is how I did bad there. Yep. So if I went here, I would clear this path. I would go here. I would have to take that, which would clear this. It would plus enemy. And if I plus enemy here, it clears that path. If I plus enemy here, that would then plus enemy itself and clear that path. So can't go that way. That would be dumb. God's wine. That's where we're going. When this opportunity is gained, place it covering your hero card. It does not take up an item slot. Your hero's ability is disabled until it is removed. This opportunity is completed and removed when another opportunity is completed. So my hero has no abilities now. It's just Just a guy. I don't know how much I hate that. Let's take on Alpa. Alpa. The start of the engagement, -1 health or discard an item. Discard an item or -1. I'm going to -1 health. What am I doing? I gain health naturally. Oh, but only if I kill with green. So I've got 1. Falling to a Primus. At the start of a Primus conflict, these are all Primus-y. Okay, at the start of a Primus conflict, -2 health. Do not use a bolt or health. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I have to deal 3 damage. So I'm going to do 3 dice. 2 dice. Do 2 dice for them. Let's see if we can do 2. Oh, double crits. That's what we like. That's what I like to see. Okay. Strengthen up to 2 dice or recruit 1 die. I'm going to recruit 1 die because there's only 1 die left to recruit. And then I'm going to recover 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just wonderful. It's just great. Adds to Silent Influence. I am kind of in a corner. I'm going to pop into this camp here. I'm going to take on this Primus. Nox. Nox adds an enemy. He'll die if it rolls a miss. This enemy's attack is 0. Okay, that's 3 and 3. That adds an enemy. That adds an enemy. That adds an enemy. It's kind of funny. I mean, at this point, I am quite overpowered. I've gotten to a point where I can challenge the gods themselves. So we could do plus enemy, plus enemy, plus enemy, plus enemy. That is funny. This does not say recover all dice though on this Bane, so maybe I shouldn't be cute with this one. I'm just going to pull this fella. Pull in the Chimera. Let's activate these. These are going into effect. I don't want a -2 health. That's stupid. I will, however, add the following to a Primus conflict and successfully complete it. Each time an enemy is defeated, +2 to all non-defeated enemies' health. Nox has 12 health, but she has the effect. Her health is reduced by the current silent influence. Cannot be reduced below 6. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I currently have 11 silent influence, so her health is reduced to 6. So I have to deal 9 damage. Let's roll some greens to try and recover health. Roll some non-greens to try and murder. Okay, so can do only greens there. I get 2, 3 damage. Add 1 die to the equation. 4, 5, 6. Slam it. 6. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Neat. Neat. Okay, so what I'm going to do here. This is beyond useless to me currently, but I do gain 1 health from killing an enemy with greens and yellers. I guess I gain this item, but I don't particularly want it. But I don't have any tactics to gain, and there's no more dice to recruit. Right. I have completed this. Or no, I didn't. I still have more rounds. She has +2 health, though, because of that thing I just did. There we go. Okay, so this is completed now. Ravenous. That triggers, flips over to this side, which causes this to flip over to this side. Bam, bam. And then I am going to ignore a Bane, ignoring that Bane by using this opportunity I just flipped. Blam. Blam. Okay. I also have an item that says I can recover all dice, which is pretty neat. But then I have my recovery step. Well, it's probably all in the wrong order, but you know, try to keep track of it. 6 things to recover. Recover 6 dice. And then I also recover 1 for each incomplete opportunity, and just have 1. I get 1 green die from that. Then I'm immediately put into the Scion battle. Bloop, 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 bloop. These are all cleared. These piles don't matter anymore. Scion battle. Card flips over. Tautier. As soon as I have defeated all Primuses, I am immediately put into this fight. Setup. Place the defeated Primuses in a face-up stack in the order of your choice. If you know anything about Victorum, Tautier is all about his buddies. He likes to hang out with the Primuses you have defeated. Place the defeated Primuses in a face-up stack in the order of your choice. Okay. Why do I care? At the start of each round, activate the top Primus from the stack, activating their additional enemies. If no Primuses remain, plus an enemy. Ignore the Banes of defeated Primuses. Tautier's health is equal to 1 plus the current Scion influence. You may use the chip counter to track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yikes. He's at 11 health. Nice, healthy Scion. Oh, plus 1. 12. You have 12 health. I lied. Okay, that sucks. Well, let's see. Nox only does 1 damage, so I'm going to put her at the top of that stack. So, face-up stack in the order of your choice. At the start of each round. At the start of this round, Nox is activated. Nox plus 1 enemy. So, plus 1 enemy with Victorum endgame, and I believe you shuffle up this stack. You see here, reach the summit, prepare the battlefield, activate enemies as directed on the Scion card. When adding these enemies to activating, rather than choosing cards from adjacent camps, reveal and activate cards from the top of the influence deck. Yes. So that's going to activate the last card there, which was Helpa. Helpa. All right. Come on, Patches, get in there. So I got this. I got a bunch more space now. All right. So I think we're going to just roll all my dice. I want to kill Tautier before I can keep pulling in more Primuses. There's one roll here. Okay. So we got 1 crit. Apply that here. She has a, yes, she has 6 health. Let's put it here. What am I doing? Five, 6 damage on him so far in the first strategy phase. Strategy. Strategy phase 2. Crit, crit. My goodness. Okay. 4 crits. Let's see here. So that's 6. Wow. Man, I mean, that's dead. That's just dead. That's what that is. That's 10 damage. If I put that there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's him. That's him. That's the boy. I'm just going to play it out, though, because I want to see it go. So there you go. Can I defeat her on 3 dice? Well, let's discard this. Use that. Recover all the dice so I can... I want to see if I can knock them all out. My new house rule. That is a meg roll. I'm keenly good at rolling dice. Okay, well, 1. Sure. Going for crits. Come on. Give me those crits. That's a crit. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's a clean sweep. 2 misses. That's fine. Oh, maybe. Can I defeat her with... Yeah, there we go. Defeat her with yellow instead of that blue. Then I gain a health. There we go. That is the Victorum deck. We defeated it and killed it. It looked easier than it should because of all these crits. That's uncanny. That's foolish. That shouldn't happen. This is absolutely nuts. Okay, so that is Victorum. Also a crit here. Missed this guy. All right, so we can do. Do we know if Gilly is in the building? Should we bug him? No. Okay. Never mind. He's not. All right, so we defeated the Scion. He's defeated, as is Nox, as is Alpa, who is just trying to help out his friends. But that's fine. He deserves to go away because he was helping them wrong. They're bad guys. All right, so that is the Victorum deck. Quite different from the Bones deck. Both involve dice rolling, however. If you have any questions about 20 Strong as a system, toss them in if you would like. Otherwise, if you want to do a poll for a rank up in either game or a Solar Sentinels, and then I think that's going to be the last one. So, whatever it is, it's the last one. And I'm going to speed round it. Ooh. Play as a promo Universal Hero. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. In what, though? In what, though, Ryan Howard CTG? And who? Who do we suggest? I'm going to put in yeah, never mind. You got the one pull already. Although I don't have the promos on me. Here. Rump in TMB. That's funny. But we should put it up to a poll. Okay, so poll happening. Rank up? Question mark. What are the other options?
Solar Sentinels.
Okay. Oh, we're ranking up. People have seen enough Solar Sentinels. No bugs, they say. And then rank up where?
Yeah. That would be the next one.
Let's see. Raven is not a Universal Hero, Raven. They are only good in the Solar Sentinels deck. I believe. I might be wrong. I don't remember these things. Let me see.
Is Raven a Bones character?
No. Raven's a Solar Dimensional.
Sure.
There is Astral Scout Raven. During game setup, you may swap the positions of 2 mission cards. See, she would be a terrible Universal Hero because she would have blank text. She would be stats, and that is it. She cares about those missions. She's a hidden gem. She's a hidden. She's a hidden.
Alright, I'm gonna close this poll.
Do it. I believe rank up is.
Yep.
Yeah, rank up is the clear favorite.
Alright.
Get out of here, Solar Sentinels. We said no.
Next poll, Bones or Hoplo?
Splice and Dice is where there's a Raven. So we need to play Splice and Dice on stream. That's the next assignment. Splice and Dice on stream. Maybe a Halloween stream? Splice and dice. Ooh, I would need to learn how to play it
We
too.
could learn together.
And the spookiest thing is running out of things to say when you're learning to play a game. Yeah. Would you, Amanda, run to my desk or walk? I don't care. And grab the little box with it should have the Manny promos in it. And wow, she is running. The options are going to be Jack of and Beanstalk, Rump, Avon is Old Stillskin, and Tink is of Herbal. So hit me with if you want Rump, Tink, or Jack. I think is all the names. Hit me if I'm wrong, Ryan. But I believe those are the ones. Them's the guys. Them's the fellas and the fellette. Rumps for post hump day. That's true. It's rump day. So let's play as Rump. And I will get to learn how to play with these as well. I have not touched these one bit. We're playing Rump. Let's crack open our promo pack here. So we have Rump. Start with this side face up. So we're actually playing as Stilts. Sorry. Rump's on the back. Stilts has the ability Gold Spinner. After suffering 2 or more damage in the suffer damage step, you may swap the values of any 2 stats, then flip Stilts. So you may want to do that because his stats are bad. He has 5, 1, 1. So if you took 2 damage, you go down to 3, and then you could swap that 3 with one of those 1s. That's cute. He also has the effect, and if you, how do you do it? Then flip him. So if you swap values, you would flip him to the Rump side, and he would have the effect Feeling Impish. The next time your health would be reduced, reduce the highest of your stats by the same amount instead, then flip him. That's cute. Okay, so we got Rump. I believe we're bonesing. Jonesing for some bones. Bonesing for some Jones. I threw that in a pile over here, so let's see. Let's shuffle up our fibers. I should shuffle the red Minotaur away. I'm not gonna make sure it's on top. I know it felt so good in that last game. I felt like I should not keep shuffling until I see it come up. 5. Oh man. And we're ranking up. Yes, I believe that was the. So how that's going to work, I believe, let's see, pop in all of our Tyrant encounters. We're going to also use our universal backup plan. Oh my goodness, this is a mess over here. Which Tyrant? So we've got, our options are Oxide, Cinder, or Nom, and I will place a die under each of them. I'm going to have White Bull, or not Cinder, get out of here, Barnacle. Then purple, I'm going to have blue, I'm going to have red, no, green. Green for a troll. Or an ogre. Okay, I think this is everything. No, it is not. Wow, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff in this game. It's a steal. Pick it up now. This is all available for pre-order on our website, by the way. It will ship as soon as fulfillment starts and or finishes. So we're going to shuffle this up. We have ranked up, so we are going to take out only 3 Tyrant encounters. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to continue shuffling this now that 3 have been removed. I feel like this has gotten a good shuffle. here. Turn encounters away. I'm going to take the universal backup plan. I believe we have 2 options. Major lockpick. In the apply die step, apply a die from the exhausted area to a lockpicking encounter in your inventory. You cannot use the die you exhausted from your backup plan. Interesting. Backup plan Schism. In the apply die step, reroll an unapplied die matching the color of the die exhausted from your backup plan. In the apply die step, reroll an unapplied die matching the color of the die exhausted. Oh, interesting. All right. I know, 20 dice in one game? That's unheard of. So, how this universal backup plan would work in this game. I would get to choose a side that I like more than the other. I put it up to, I believe Ryan's here, so I know this is not how it does work. But since Rump and Stilts like to flip, should the universal flip with Rump and Stilts as like a fun little challenge? Because right now, Major Lockpick would be calling my name. Because I want to pick more locks as somebody who has played a lot of Elder Scrolls, and that is a key tenet, a key component. These are all my ones, I believe. Yes, yes. You'd have to move all the dice off every time you flip the card. That's part of the fun, right? Part of the messy managerial fun of it. Just tell me if I'm out of line. Just tell me. You keep them a little bit below the card. I think it's funny, but... Our ones are shuffled. Our 5s are shuffled. Our stats are bad. Let's try and make them less that. Are all my dice. I believe you can close the poll.
All right.
Or I will announce that the poll is closing and give you like 30 seconds for the stream to catch up. I think that's all my decks. Yes, 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 yes. Going from Victorum to any other deck is a feat because of how much stuff there is.
All right, Oxide is our winner.
Oxide, all right. Oxide needs to be challenged on day 11, so I'm definitely going to speed run this one a bit, which just means that I will, I don't know, go a little faster. Who knows? Only I knows. Ryan says only my creator can stop me from doing the thing I said. So put it up to a poll. We love polls.
Can Andrew be stopped?
Yes. Flip universal or not flip universal. So what I mean there is there's 2 universal backup plans here. They're both different. I would just choose one. But Stilts and Rump flip as just a matter of course. That's just how that universal hero works. I think it would be funny to flip the backup plan with, so I have to double think on strategy. But it's not the way you do it. So I'd be doing it bad and dumb. So put it up to a vote. Is it funny? I mean, I think it's funny, but teach their own. Oxide can only be challenged on day 11. Have to make it 11 days. Tyrant battle setup. Count the number of tyrant encounters still in the encounter stacks at the start of the battle. Exhaust dice from the dice pool equal to this number. Then activate Oxide and choose its skills for this battle. Oxide has skills equal to this number. So, more tyrant encounters are left, the more abilities Oxide will have. And they're all really, really bad. And I don't want any more than one. Let's see. It does say a minimum of 1. Yes. Yeah. The other thing about ranking up, I have done the Tyrant Encounter part, which I left 5 in the deck. And now I have to banish a die seems correct to banish a yellow die. So I will banish a yellow die. It is banished. It's gone for good. Unless something says not to do that. Which could be possible. It's on day 1. Boop. Alright. So we are going to move our stuff down here. I think this is still, still in front? Yes, cool. Cool. Alright. Alright. Oh man, a dead heat. Much like the card, which has 2 options. This pole also has 2 options, and they are evenly distributed. I don't know where I was going with this. So I have 16 dice instead of my normal 17. I'm going to swap out my dude on the chip here, though. What does Rump look like? Rump looks a bit like a, I don't know, duster? Sure. Boop. Neat. There's also an ad for these brass minis, which rule. Check them out. They're awesome. That guy. That guy's huge. Big old Mac. All right.
That was such a thunk.
It's heavy. This one is heavy. That's because it's huge compared to the other ones. Okay, so Universal Hero backup plan. We have decided to. Oh, it's a dead tie. This is rough.
You can be the tiebreaker. What do you want?
If I'm the tiebreaker, I'm just going to say flip because that was my idea. And I'm probably going to regret it because it's so much more to think about. But we're going to start on Schism. Schism says in the applied dice step, reroll an unapplied dice matching the color of the die exhausted from your backup plan. So lets me get an extra reroll on a die. Let's see here. It's day 1. Discard an item, then scout. I have no items. So I think I can pull in a little bit now. Don't get sick. Don't get sick. No, that's a choice people make. Still in. It's a little out. In and out. Alright. A little bit more. A fly has died in my coffee, so I'm done with that. Alright. So, I think this is all good now. Maybe a little too high. Alright, so it's day 1. Really want to clear Tyrant Encounters out. So I am going to take the knockoff Ebonite Goods. I have no items to discard, so I can't do the actual Molnar encounter. So I'm going to do a fight +1. Which normally would be 1 point. It's now 2 points because of this card. Or, yeah, 1 + 1. All right, so what I've got here, in each roll dice step, for each misrolled, change an unapplied hit to a miss. I hate it. At the start of each engagement, if there are no other face-up orcs, either activate a 1-point enemy from the stacks or -1 health. I'm on the wrong side. Or -1 health. I don't want to -1 health. I want to -2 health. So I'm going to activate another enemy. Probably a bad idea. Owlbear Cub. Alright, so what I want to do here, I have to kill this modified farm equipment. Recovery is really, really bad, though. I want the Owlbear Cub to hit me as hard as it can. Alright. In each roll dice up for each misroll, change an unapplied hit to a miss. Okay, so I'm going to roll unlikely to miss dice. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. I want to kill the modified farm equipment, take that ability off the table. See, yellow shouldn't be in there. I have killed the modified farm equipment. Cool. Without triggering its effect. I get to place a banished die back into my dice pool. There we go. Undid my rank up issues already. So that is rolled. I don't think I'm going to apply it. I think I want to. Maybe I will apply it. No, let's add a yellow. Let's do a bad roll in here. Let's try and fill up our backup plan. Yeah. Rolling 4. This didn't go through the analysis. All right. So we've got 2 misses. Bloop, bloop. I'm going to do this below the card. That'll help with not feeling terrible. But what about a crit and a hit? So I'm going to put a crit here.
Can you zoom out a little bit? You can't see your 4th card.
My 4th card. I can just pop it over here. Bloop, bloop. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this guy's still alive. He has +1 health for each other face-up beast, which there are none. And then his attack is equal to the highest of any face-up bags, which is 2. Which is good. This guy dies. Gives me +1 health, which brings me up to 6. Then I'm going to forego any... Oh, I have no rerolls. What am I doing? Ugh. I have misplayed this. Okay. Ugh. Alright. I'm just going to redo that. I forgot this character has none stats. Right. So 5, 1, 1. From the beginning, yeah, there's purples, red. I want to roll it because I don't want to miss. I want to get hit. Just repeating everything I said. So, pretty similar. Bam, bam, bam. Don't apply. Okay, so that was my 1 roll. So this guy's dead. I did the place 1 banish. It's +1 health to 6. And then I'm going to get smacked by this fella over here. Smacks me for 2. Oof. After suffering 2 or more damage in the suffer damage step, I may swap the values of any 2 stats. And I'm going to do that. So my health is going to go down to 1. My recovery is going to go up to 4. Sure. Seems incredibly risky. No. My recovery is staying at 1. My strategy is going up to 4. Oof. Huh. And he flips. Then flip. Next time my health would be reduced, I instead reduce a different stat. I've taken that hit, swapped stats. Now I have to kill him. I have a recovery of 1, so I get 1 die back. This would flip too, because of the thing I said. It wouldn't normally, but I'm down. These are all exhausted. What was I doing? Why did I want this here? Slot up to 2 exhausted dice into my backup plan. That's why. I'm smart. Just gotta roll 2 hits. I did it. 2 hits. Dead. I get to slot up to 2 exhausted dice into my backup plan. And pop this blue. And let's white ball in there. Then I'm gonna recovery 1. Boop. Dead bear. Then I can either recover 1 health or a scout. I'm going to recover 1 health. Because on day 2 I want to take this lockpick thing. Because I got this cool lockpick backup plan and I want to try and use it. That's my full inventory. Or no, I have a lot of inventory. Okay, I may exhaust 1 die from your dice pool to change all it. Alright, so I am going, so that's, in the apply dice step, apply a die from your exhausted area to a lockpicking encounter in your inventory. From your backup plan. Okay, good to know. So I am going to go to day 3 then. Day 3, really thick skin. Baddie Q, at the start of the battle, choose the baddie with the highest health. That baddie has +4 health. Woof. Start of the battle, there's a... so I'm gonna fight 4 1-point enemies. Doesn't matter if one has +4 health. Kind of a lot. My recovery is really bad. Oh, whoa. I think I have to take this on just as a regular encounter. Because because it's going to activate at the start of the battle. So this activates 1, 2, 3. At the start of battle, if there is a 5-point goblin on the stacks, there isn't. Activate it. Otherwise, activate a 1-point baddie. Oof. Skip recover dice step. It's no good. This is very bad. It's a very bad thing that's happening. Okay, so we're gonna roll. Start of the battle, -2 to the health of any other active baddie. Oh. At start of battle, -2 health to that. -2 health to that troll romper. Wish I knew that guy was in there. I would have done the really thick skin. Huh. Alright, so I'm at 2, 3, 7, 8 damage that I want to do. Your health will reduce the highest of your stats by the same amount instead. Ugh. Alright. I don't know why I'm rolling this many. Oh, more. Miss. Okay, when you apply dice step, activate this. Apply that. So, but then I'm going to take those. I'm going to put this 1 hit on you. Die, sir. Yes. I'm going to do a reroll. I'll immediately scout. And you exhaust all dice slot in your backup plan. Day 4 is going to be next. I'm going to scout that away. Okay. I'm going to reroll these for strategy phase 2. Can't see the stat dice. That's 2, 4, 1. My current stats. Oh, I got a crit. To kill the troll romper. Scout. Scout a doomed experiment away. 4 health, 1 health. Ugh. Okay. Strategy phase 3. Okay, come on, man. What are we doing here? Oh. Okay, adding another die. Strategy phase 4. Come on. Come on. Oh no. It doesn't exist any longer. Okay, 2 hits. That was the 4th strategy phase. Woof. Okay. So that guy's dead. That guy's not. Got 2 misses. Misplayed this. Okay. As far as die, I get to place 1 banished die back into my pool, which I have none. They're all gonna go away in a second, so I don't want to think about them. Those are gonna exhaust as well. At the start of the battle, -2 health. Recover 1 die. Oh, he's gonna hit me for 2. So he hits me for 2. Next time my health would be reduced. Reduce the highest of my stats by that amount and flip. So reduce to 2 instead, and then flip. What a weird man. Oof. Down to 4. Still at 4 health. This is really not good. I should have done the recovery thing. Recovery step was skipped, yes. I'm going to, in the apply dice step, use backup plan to do that. Or no, this has switched because of my stupid thing I said. Okay. Let's use that as well to reroll this yellow. Heck yeah. That's 4 damage. Bam. So I immediately recover 1 die. And then I get to recover 1 die. Oof. Huh. 1 recovery. Pretty bad. Up to 4. Day 4. Also, end of day. Let's recover some health. Gonna need it. All of my dice are gone. And it's day 4. So on day 4, I'm gonna take an item for the day. Day 5. Day 5, we're gonna take on. That's 2 to health. For suffering 2 or more damage, you may swap the value of any 2 stats, then flip stilts. Huh. So we're going to take the Doomed Experiment. And we're just going to skip any attempts to attack him. So we're going to recover 1. He's going to hit us for 2. We're reduced to 1. I'm going to swap 2 stats. Bam, bam. Ugh. Universal is going to flip because I'm dumb. Round 2. Also, these are exhausted because of Doomed Experiment's ability. Start of this round, I have to kill him. I have 1 roll to do it. Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, I have to roll a crit and 2 hits. I rolled none hits. I have lost. Should not have ranked up. The stars too large for my eyes. I should not have recovered. I should not have kept recovery at 1. That was very bad. Rump, you stink. There you go. Universal hero. But that's me. I lost. I died. He does 2 more to me. Or no, he doesn't. Never mind. This rolled 1 and that. That was my 1 roll. He's going to hit me for 2. I would instead reduce the highest of my stats by the same amount, which I can't. Everything reduces to 1. Then flip the card. Here it is the same thing. So I recover 1. Yeah, I can't do it. Woof. Because I'm down to 1 dice. Recovery 1. Recovery 1. Yeah, Rump Stilts was on the Rump side. But yeah, I had 1, 1, 2 as my stats. And I took my damage, reduced that to 2. So it reduces this to 1 because no stats can be reduced below 1 but health. This says my health can't be reduced. I'm reducing something else instead. And I flip back to this side. But I have stats of 1, 1, 1. So I only get to recover 1 dice. 1 dice cannot do 4 damage, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Should start putting super crits on these dice. Make 8-sided dice. It's unheard of, I know. But that is too many bones with a universal hero named Rumpelstiltskin. I think I would have had a bit more of a chance with any of these other fellas. That recovery 1 is just kind of a killer. Kind of just a huge pain. All right. Does anyone have any questions about the game? Feel free to tell me I played it wrong. I would love to think that I played it wrong instead of that I lost very badly. But I made it to day 5. I only had to take 2 items, which I couldn't even hold. So this would have been discarded as well. So I was also playing that wrong. Huh. That's my stat is 1. I guess I wasn't hitting the... Yeah, that would have been helpful. That would have been helpful. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up. Thanks for checking us out. If you have any questions, this is 20 strong. It is available for pre-order. I assume we don't have Is there no? I assume Gilly's not in the house
Yeah.
to answer questions. All right. I can answer any questions if you have them. Feel free to shoot them into the thing here. Otherwise, yeah, we'll check you out. We'll see you soon. We can do something for Halloween, probably. But in between that, we'll probably do something next Thursday. My current plans for next Thursday are some more playtesting, possibly. Very soon, we hope. Very soon. We are probably going to do some more playtesting. Those seem to be quite something that people like. Playtesting is fun, it's good, and we are going to be going into overdrive on it for Elder Scrolls. So why not show y'all some of that? I kind of want to do some playtesting for choosing all non-combat stuff, such as a talking acrobat and just runs around talking to people. Seems funny to me, but can it live? Who knows? Check us out on that stream. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in. I think I'm not seeing any questions pop up. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Sorry, this last one was short.